of it. Waiting for Riot to hit the release the bathing suit option, but we're releasing the players here as we got a Warwick Blitz freestyle against Darius, Braum, 2x assists, kind of reminiscent of one of our former champions, actually, Light Wisp, who played this team. I think this Fuse even when he accomplished that victory, but let's see what WrengaX is able to do with the team.
Oh, and already finding the pull-in, finding the extra extensions here. The duo looking very strong as they're going to burst actually on the attempt, hard knockdown there, but on the attempt at the jump over, make a quick little jump up for the anti-air, but no full combo.
Yep, you get the throw, get that dashing heavy, but I think the hit stun scaling didn't quite work after that, or maybe just the follow-up special choice. Get up attack to relieve some of the pressure. Thickhug and ThePerfectName still holding on to that break. And the empty jump command throw. It's a Zangief impression as we get a massive hit on this Braum. Will it kill, chat?
Hey, listen, the level 3 from Blitzcrank, the best kept secret. People, you know, don't complain about it nearly as much as they should for how good it is, as the rocket punch is enough to chip. And now the solo Darius is gonna, you know, succumb to the same fate, it seems.
Yeah, but look at that Braum assist. Recently buffed as well to have a lot more active frames. Braum moving forward as well during it. Gives Thickhug the opportunity to, well, wrap their arms around Renga, who replies in kind with the back throw super assist. Just going for simple pressure. Push block to create some space. We kill the Warwick jumping in. We scoop the Blitzcrank with the aerial apprehend. We're trying to find the next hit. Where's it going, Proxy?
For something here, the rocket punch is gonna make it work. Warwick just threw himself out there, was like, let's aim for the bushes. Doesn't quite work out, but you know, Blitzcrank still saves it, it's fine.
Right, you know, I mean, that's the beauty of duoing with your friends. You can just, you know, reenact that League of Legends toxicity, run it down mid and say, you carry this, I'm done.
Appreciate the timing on the break there, as we are gonna, you know, initiate with the demon flip, doubles up with the tags, decent blocks, as well as a very good air throw, but unfortunately a little too low for the actual confirm.
Waiting for the next opportunity. The Blitzcrank assist will catch. Renga has to spend that break. Bit of a scramble right here as both sides just sort of reset. Renga does get the next pickup here. Has the assist to extend. We drop the combo. Doesn't matter. Find an opportunity to connect with the throw, punishing what might have been a get-up roll from Thickhug. Going for that option in the corner. Not even a forward roll, just a back row. So mis-executing their Okazemi situation. Now, let's see if ThePerfectName can find the perfect answer for this 1v2.
Okay, ran past, opportunity for the tag, does manage to get the block. It's blocked all of the overhead so far, and unfortunately now back in the mix as that 3H, very easily able to snipe the retreating guard attempt.
There we go, this time Braum picks up the full combo here. We got super metered, depends on if we need to use it or when we want to. We drop it at the very end, a simple level 1. Doesn't matter about managing how much meter you spend at the end of the round. It all resets. The only resource carrying over, of course, that break gauge at the very top of the screen. Thickhug and ThePerfectName about to get full break. Renga needs about maybe 1 or 2 limit strike combos, or just to suffer a long combo in order to get their break back. And well, we might see a long combo here as we got some Warwick re-jumps.
Absolutely, as well as the blitz pull you've seen again and again, so strong against this particular team composition, being able to pull past the Braum armor as well as being able to rip him out of the assist attempts there. But this time it's just going to be a 5L, excuse me, to be able to get that punish on the 2H, no cancel.
Charge apprehended. Oh no, we didn't take advantage of our plus frames. That's one of the newer changes to Darius, able to get plus frames, force return again, but we didn't press something that was quick enough to beat the reversal throw. And so now Renga has to do this with the solo Braum, gets anti-aired by the Warwick DP, and is in big trouble. But you do have Fury online, so the comeback is not impossible yet. Oh!
Yeah, Fury might be the one to be able to save it here as we flip past, but that is plus landing on the same side. Unfortunately, there no anti-air available to be able to save the day. Get tossed back into the corner and re-stands it as well for the mix-up.
Oh, we try to get a little spicy there too. You saw that ThePerfectName try to go for that full charged heavy to force like the stand block situation with all of those plus frames in order for Thickhug to go for a high-low mix, but we didn't jail it, so Renga was able to jump out, gets the air throw, gets the full combo of it, able to take down the Warwick. This game is going down to the final round here, Proxy. Let's see how Renga can handle the situation. You do have Unbreakable, so you are going to be a bit of a bully here, but there is that level 3 on Blitz's side, so you have to be super careful on every empty jump in. And that's why we jumped!
Yeah, you can see there, just holding straight on up forward. Gonna be able to get a decent chunk of damage here, but I don't think it's gonna quite be enough. We're gonna have a chance with the Fury as well.
Loki, if you're Renga here, I think you try to fish for a throw or a command throw, but I say throw, and it's not Renga that gets it. It's the perfect name with the perfect choice, taking game 1 over Renga.
Yeah, it lands at an awkward timing there. You got to remember, especially with that last hit, it is normally a lot of block stun you have to deal with there, but if the final hit hits you in the air and you land, you are immediately, you're the legal man straight away. Out of block stun instantaneously, so got to be careful about those situations. Blitzcrank players are always looking for it. They know those gaps where they're able to, you know, collect some garbage.
All right. Well, Blitzcrank kind of looking like garbage himself with the way that this Darius was mugging him up, but Warwick's got something to say. The break does come through. Thickhug and ThePerfectName about to get their break online as Renga is trying to find the approach through neutral. Apprehend catches both characters, and now both sides have spent their break, and we're still fighting things out in neutral. We do catch a jump out. We're so scared of the command throws now that the strikes that are going to do a lot more damage with a lot more meter at this stage of the game are starting to connect. Oh, we jump and actually don't go for an overhead to hit the same side. I think we did J2H to swing behind, and lo and behold.
Yeah, they thought they were going to clear, and it ended up being a weird empty jump. You know, we'll call it a mix.
We'll call it a mix. I mean, hey, it hit. I got hit. I got mixed. I didn't know what happened.
Oh, for now, though, Warwick is going to make a little bit of space for himself. You don't have to overextend too much against Darius. He's predictable on the ground. If he jumps, you have down S2. When you catch him with anything on the ground yourself, you're able to mix up for the anti-air or the potential overhead. Things are looking pretty good as a, you know, little maximum Warwick into the follow-up. It was too high. It was TOS. We couldn't see that end. It's fine.
Nope, yeah. TOS indeed, but it feels like Thickhug and ThePerfectName, they're kind of both coasting off the momentum of winning that first game on stream as Renga has largely been out of control. I like the jump, just dealing with the solo Warwick pressure, you know, able to deal with the run-up overhead that Warwick can do, or, you know, dealing with the demon flip that he also had. And now Renga able to get rewarded with this full combo. He's going to get the knockdown here. Just depends on how you want to spend any resources. We just take the knockdown, have Unbreakable. The far M catches. This could be dead, but we do have a break coming through, but now it's just a combo on ThePerfectName.
Oh, yeah, the break timing just not quite as helpful as we needed to be. Gonna be able to go straight through with the shockwave with that extra little bit of damage there, but the break, certainly an execution error on that one. Unfortunate, but still managing to leave us in a positive position. Nonetheless, it sucks you lost the bar, but I mean, advantage still to Renga.
Ooh, we got some pressure right here. We try to bust out with a DP, but we're able to jump right over it. Bait out the get-up attack as well. It's a full combo here as Thickhug is laying it on Thick, all right. Get-up attack will work this time from Renga. 2H, tag into the Braum, just send out the super to control space, and we buffered the dash-up overhead from Thickhug's side, and so we get caught completely cleaned out by that super. It's going into a final round here in game number 2. This is Renga's tournament life, winner side on the line.
And on the quick jump over, is able to get them both. Not very much damage between the two, but we've got Braum with Unbreakable bullying in the corner, which is really what we need to see. And just like that, goes for the S2. You see that follow-up coming. There's no way you're ready to tech the throw.
Yeah, but here we go. We head Warwick. Now it's just Blitzcrank. No Fury in sight. Renga can easily get the win right here. We do get standing reset, but we hold the pressure, just back up, let him build up some steam. We go for the headless a little late, but it still works just in time. It's a bit of a scramble. Oh, the air throw! It's all scrambles here, but Renga just needs one more solid confirm. Finds it thanks to that Braum shield, allowing Darius to swing that axe with no consequences. It's going to a game 3 proxy. What a way to start off our night.
You know, a little spaghetti in the last 7 seconds of that one, but you know, we bring it all back together. It's all good. See, if you're gonna be in a situation where it's gonna get scrambly, it's gonna get a little squirrely, at least you're playing team big bodies, because Darius and Braum, if things are gonna get messy, they're down to, they don't always necessarily want to be in the mud, but if you take it there, they're down to fight. Like, it'll be fine.
All right, and again, we're going for this setup here. We do catch Renga with that low 2M. Not really too much of a mix-up there. Like, it's not like a situation where you got Yasuo coming at you, where you got a high, low, fuzzy overhead to deal with, but it's still fairly effective here for Thickhug and ThePerfectName. Empty jump, overhead, catches. This Braum gonna be in a 2-touch situation with only one more touch to go. Oh, but the Blitzcrank assist whiffs, and so now we reset to neutral. Renga finds an opportunity to throw Darius at the Wolves, and, well, the Wolves are coming out biting.
Yeah, I was gonna say that charge demon flip actually getting the hit on the way up into level 3 as the double S2 is a touch too far away. So, oh no, the bloodlust activated here as Braum has to do it solo. This is a nightmare situation for Renga now.
The only thing that you can say in Renga's favor is that it's just the first round of game number 3, so you're happily just building up more of that Fury gauge, which will turn into Break gauge at the start of the next round. Not really worrying about this one, just saying, okay, GG's next, we'll both be even in our resources, and I got another chance to try and win this later. We do drop the combo, and yeah, I think you just kind of quickly let that one go. You got full break back thanks to that huge long Warwick combo. Let's see if Renga can force a final round situation here.
We're now going to play it slow, like that little pull in. Fireball ends up working out, at least to hit the Blitzcrank too far, but it honestly ends up being a blessing that we missed our dash there. 5H positions us just outside of the burst, and even with the missed anti-air, that's going to be that Blitzcrank assist again, being able to answer Braum so effectively when he goes into these unbreakable states.
We're gonna take the knockdown right here. I mean, we haven't seen Thickhug outside of that level 3 that connected really get access to that full Blood Fury, you know, just by a result of, I think, the assist that Blitzcrank used being more effective for resets, which we actually get a bit of a bait right here. Reading that break perfectly, taking the turn. Push block will come through. We anti-air the Blitzcrank. This is a massive opportunity for Renga. Should be able to, oh, I thought we were gonna get the kill, but we went for an air throw reset instead, and now the duo can potentially go for a tag. No, we keep the Blitzcrank in. No double down to swap here after the supers. We're just gonna take the Oki. I love the pause, looking for that get up attack or even a DP, and then we opt for the throw immediately afterwards. Renga's trying to swing, trying to hit this Blitzcrank. We're beating up on Warwick instead.
Oh, and the no parry puts us in a really tough spot now. Anything blocked, don't do it, and tries to parry, but there's nothing there to actually try to parry. Darius is gonna lose out as the assist character now. No parry means your Blitzcrank dies.
Okay, and now it's all the Thickhug trying to find the next opportunity right here. We bust out with a level 3. Love the choice. Just make a high-risk play. You have the round advantage as well. This is a super scrappy game, and now you got the Blood Fury, Bloodlust Warwick ready to rock and roll. Blitzcrank will pull us back. We're trying to contain the beast into this corner. But Renga, I mean, just a bit of a stilted movement right there. We're forced to spend the Fury. If Renga wins this round, that could cost them in the third round where they don't have access to that option. Projectile immunity thanks to the Bloodlust from Warwick. Is this it, Proxy?
Oh, it absolutely should be. I mean, as the duo there, you have no pressure to go in. You have Blitzcrank assist to be able to beat a ton of the Braum stuff. You have Warwick in Bloodlust, which doesn't go away very quickly when you're not actually utilizing it. Just good game planning all the way around in the late stage of that one. You know, make sure you keep signing up. Free cosmetics, what could be better?
Always love to see developers supporting the grassroots side of these locals as we get into a one-on-one battle. No duos in this particular match as NM takes on a person. Starting off here pretty strong as we got the Vi Warwick combination, bringing it to this Yasuo and Braum. The launch right here, it's going to be an air reset situation. Nice. Excellent use of push block. Timing that against Vi is super important for dealing with their pressure, and there's the Unbreakable dealing with the mash. But oh, we're able to shred through it thanks to the double hits. And now
the charge as one with the Warwick behind it was so sick. You're able to get plus frames on the flip past as well, but
this man anti-aired with his Achilles heel, bro, as Dylan Fee comes in with a $10 contribution to the match arena. Thank you so much, Dylan. As a person, you know, Braum doesn't skip leg day, y'all. You see this? This is why you do your squats. Stretch that Achilles tendon.
Damn, and then Yasuo doubling up, quick slices out of the stance, looking incredibly strong now as the solo Vi looking to very aggressively close the distance and is able to early. That's just a raw medium to find the connection here. I think with the way we've optimized, I don't think we get the kill. Yeah, it's just gonna limit strike again.
Yeah, and so far, NM not really going for the slide under with Vi to keep the corner. I'm just content to sort of allow Yasuo or the other character to bounce off the wall and then, you know, swap away so that we kind of lose that corner positioning. The person's gonna drop a level 3 here, so let's see some cute poros and cookies as the mobs roll up. Man, what you doing on my turf, see? I'll bury you under the snow.
Oh, and I liked the idea of, okay, it ends up working out, but I liked the idea of where we were headed there. I know we were trying to pop level 3 before the break, the Fury was actually available, but I think in that spot, you kind of just have to let your combo go and play with the meter advantage. In the end, though, you know, you can't argue with results. We're all good.
Yeah, we're all good. Oh, that cross-up was actually kind of diabolical with punishing that attempted 2H from Yasuo. We're gonna see the tag right here. Oh, the synergy as well, using the freestyle fuse to sort of handshake tag back and forth. I mean, that's like some pro wrestling move vibes right there. And I'm going for another cross up. We block it, push guard just in right place. And the Tempest Going to catch this Warwick, apply the Unbreakable to Braum, and a person, again, able to check NM's aggressive wake-ups. We need to start respecting that Unbreakable armor state, because if you don't, Braum is just going to snowball his advantage against you again and again.
Oh, no, but the fireball actually misses in the end. We get the trade. Nice little step back, but can't quite get the punish, and the Warwick dive kick almost able to convert.
Second time a person's actually been able to sandwich NM between the assists. We saw that in that first Yasuo combo in round 1, using Braum as like a makeshift corner to keep him close enough so you get the back-to-back stance heavies, and right there it just prevented NM from getting away, kept them within range. So now a person just needs to find one more hit and we could get this round closed out, but there's Warwick able to force a break. A person just not wanting to give any of this advantage away, wants to end this round now.
Still has those 6 bars, whipping out with 2H on that one as the great equalizer. The S1 able to anti-air, overhead, low crush, everything you could possibly need. The shockwave though, as NM had already committed to a jump, is able to clear things out very easily. That's one thing, a really important thing to remember. It's scary, but against Braum, if you don't have Fury to be able to prevent chip yourself, you gotta keep your feet on the ground. Parry versus shockwave is like your lifeblood to stay alive in those 1v1s.
Person starting up right here. The get-up attack going to break the armor that Braum has, so good choice mixing up the defensive options to actually address the game state that we're in. Person not able to get a confirm from that Yasuo heavy. We're able to bait out the counter from Vi. And I like this. NM waits for the first handshake tag before we go for the break, just to make sure that potentially we don't get that bait. It's still risky since, you know, you have freestyle, so you can always just tag back on reaction to the animation, but still a good bit of timing, a good bit of patience.
Runs up and is able to get the anti-air one more time. Like I said, anti-air, overhead, everything you could possibly need. The S1 saving the day is now we're going to get the Bloodlust active and tag back into the Vi.
Tech back into the Vi, and well, tech back into this Twitch chat. Sajam coming through with a massive raid of over 600 people. Thank you so much, Sajam. Hope you're doing well. And now let's see, as it's a Warwick versus Yasuo battle, it's like K7 Show-Off's team just having an infight live on our screen. But we hit the level 3, just go for the super assist. And we want to do the level 1, just maximizing damage. And now has Fury. And we mashed on the cross-up attempt!
Yeah, our routing there didn't quite let us get into level 3, unfortunately, but it's not gonna matter here. Once again, there's just no chance you're gonna react in the moment. Quick, NM and Warwick able to put him on a poster as we are about to equalize, just about. Round up, break advantage, situation looking very, very good for the more aggressive team here. Is finally, as you mentioned, able to slide past with a double S1. This time it's for mix-up though, rather than keep the corner.
Short extension off that overhead, just dropping some super meter, which I'm not sure how I feel about doing that at this point in the game, because after all, when you spend that 1 bar, you lose access to that parry, and you've highlighted how important it is against Braum in some situations, but it doesn't matter right now if your tech roll is able to escape the 2L and it gets you a full combo right here. Now, both of NM's characters do have at least 1 bar super, so parry is back on the menu, and this Braum is taken off the menu, out of stock. Get baited on your wake up.
Flip fast, you hate to see it. That demon flip has been a massive winner again and again for all the Warwicks we've seen so far today, but this time it's the 2H to be able to make the difference here, and off the wall bounce should be able to secure themselves a limit strike. No, just extends again, same situation as before.
Good use of the dash macro, just chasing the roll whichever way it went, catching him with a low, but Vi with those smooth footsies, just dodging the sword effortlessly, going to throw a person towards this corner, and because we're far enough away from that wall bounce, we actually keep it. We try to chase it here, opting for those aerial resets. A person not even opt to Fury to try and keep that game alive, just says, okay, let's go to the next game, or maybe wasn't even looking at their meter. Hard to say, but we're down to our second game 3 of the night. We're 2 for 2 on our matches so far.
Oh, and off the rip, trying to jump forward there. Vi, while she's not quite an air fighter herself, is able to tag into Warwick, who can easily handle business in that situation. But unfortunately, even with the changes, the S2 rec is not quite working out. That's going to give Braum a decent opportunity here on the chase down.
Okay. Now NM, again, getting caught out by this Unbreakable, trying to swing with these aggressive Warwick picks, but, I mean, Braum is at one of the scariest points. Oh, we're getting so many straight hits, but there's just no confirms. A person actually going to be able to tag into Yasuo, just a handshake, rather tag launcher, right back into Braum and NM in a 1v2 situation. Certainly doable, especially because a person doesn't have that unbreakable on Braum to just auto-win some of these aggressive situations. Gets a whiff punish, takes control yet again.
Yeah, fortunately for NM, that is past tense this time. Get up attack is blocked as we have been leaning into that so aggressively. Now, quick little extension with the assist. A person not watching to make the move, not making him watch the movie. Had the level 3, doesn't want to spend it. Saving us a little bit of time as we're getting into what could be the final round here.
Possibly so. NM. Okay, that got super weird, I think, just by virtue of like the happy birthday. We whiff punish with the 2M from Vi. NM has the Vi combo. Should be able to get the kill here, I'd imagine. See a tag launcher? No, we go for the limit strike. No, we cut it just short. I anticipated it, forgetting that we could go early in the super. Yasuo lives. I think we had a kill if we just did one more extension with Warwick, but not too versed in the Vi. Warwick routings there. Slide right through that Braum shield, catching a person, thinking they were safe. You were anything but safe. We got through your defenses. Point B is compromised, but now NM forced to break. Overhead connects. This is a big combo now, Proxy.
Yeah, liking that one with the S1. Just gonna get that blood up. Definitely smart. 75%. So the next hit will definitely be able to get there. Potentially take the kill as well as Braum. Again, whether it's unbreakable or not, that standing medium has been the difference maker. As we're gonna go shockwave to the wall. Look to close the distance, but instead of trying to apply more pressure, chooses to back up a little bit. I think that's a spot where you maybe need to amp up the pressure a little more. Never mind.
Oh, but a huge happy birthday as we swing with that unbreakable 5M from Braum. A person gonna be able to get the knockdown here. Gonna spend it just for additional damage on this super, maintaining that unbreakable state, one of the newer changes for Braum. The tech roll forward into the parry. That is such a Chad move, NM.
Dude, whether it's get up attack, parry, or anything in between, NM has been refusing to play defense. Listen, I invested in the costumes. I'm full. I didn't pay for this stuff to have to block, dude. I'm back in the mix. And then S2, denting blows, gonna double up. We have not been very successful on the air resets here, but it's good to see you still get those resources. As shut me up this time. Very nice on the mix-up. Able to find the jab.
Pretty classic curse. Finally finding success when we call out how little it has succeeded. Taking the pressure here. I like that we tag back to the Warwick to deal with the handshake tag. No whiff punish on that 5M of Yasuo. The JH comes through. It's a full combo. NM spends the break. Wants to find this in on Yasuo. Braum and the shield finally get dealt with. Both sides have spent the break. We're probably not going to see a limit strike, especially when this Yasuo should have been dead, but we didn't get the follow-up, actually, Proxy. This Yasuo living on a prayer.
Oh, and is able to activate the Braum once again, doubling up and being able to club them both into the corner here. Unbreakable is activated. We're going to spend the meter. Both characters at 50%, and suddenly a game that should have been out of reach is completely in control for a person as the Demon Flip is once again answered.
Bring him in with the horns. And I mean, what an unfortunate situation for NM. We just didn't get that last hit on Yasuo, and so when what should have been a 2v1 in NM's favor is now a 1v2. You throw yourself at unbreakable Braum. I'm sorry, NM. Like, how did you expect this to go any other way? The command throw to seal the deal. And that is a victory for a person, a victory for Canada, as NM is sent to the loser side of this enormous bracket. Mexico players, actually, VeniVFX and Agressivan. These players have never played each other before, at least RedRiotRoss to the team. So let's see how this first matchup goes. Freestyle versus Double Down.
Off the rip, you can see there, Jinx able to take this guys pretty aggressively when we actually do find the connection there. But Ekko, he's one of those guys, he's pretty good at being able to get through all the nonsense, despite being able to get being able to set yourself up. He can navigate it. He's all good to go.
All right, bring him down. Try to force this pressure as we're getting in the situation. The Blitzcrank B gonna catch just a little bit. Still nothing much to be found until RedRiotRoss connects with the assist, has the handshake tag to extend and stabilize the combo.
Oh, and I love that. Was able to set up the limit strike, the Chomper to be able to cover any tech options neutral. And then when you tech forward, everything is pretty naturally handled. But none of that is gonna matter. It doesn't matter how good your mix-up game is. The Blitzcrank, the B crank, taking the finish here as Darius just gonna look for the jump in and find an empty jab.
There we go, and I misspoke earlier, actually, y'all. It's been a long weekend for me. That is the Brazilian flag, so these players are Brazil, not Mexico. I swear I know my flags. Just entire TO moment as RedRiotRoss going to drop a level 3, exhausting the resources on Darius just to do tons of damage to this Ekko. Guess for game situation, the throw does it.
T-Row in the chat. I didn't even say it this time, but it's the truth. Just for anybody, it's Jinx overhead the first time. Oh, it's unblockable. It's easy to block after that. Well, not easy, but it's easier to block after that. But that first one, you can't deal with it. It's a guaranteed hit.
Okay, and now Ekko combo seems to be guaranteed to finish. We're going to extend it as well with... I say that and I set up the perfect curse. I am a mastermind using my commentary curse powers to the benefit of one of my local players. Dropping that level 2 super, you don't really get a seed opportunity to get an extension here like you would with a Warwick pairing instead of that Darius, like we've seen players like Kane do at Frosty Faustings, for example. But trying to find the next opportunity, the monkey trap going through, and we catch him with the rocket. But we do spend the zap preemptively, but I don't think we're too worried when it's just the solo Blitzcrank we got to deal with now.
Yeah, shouldn't be too worrisome as this character, you know, has a pretty big issues being able to close the distance. As right there you can see he's a very large target, so it's not too hard to miss with the missiles. Extra extensions, Darius for the tag in for that extra chunk of damage, and now especially with bleed applied, it just might be over.
Ooh, but we do force a break from RedRiotRoss, so if we do see a round 3 here, that could be important. But alas, the dash medium as RedRiotRoss just goes into the zap. Shooting arrows like Cupid right through a robot's heart. Taking game 1 over the Brazilian duo.
That Blitzcrank and Avatar are so cursed. Oh my god, I hate it. Holy moly, I hate it.
Reminds me of a Metabot. You ever see that growing up? Just reminds me of some sort of off spin. It's like the same vibe.
Oh, S2S2 got the hit, following up with the tag launcher. Very nice.
Get up attack. RedRiotRoss holding on to that break, wanting to save it for another situation. The aerial apprehend able to catch. Should see a limit strike finisher, maybe with this Jinx as we tag back into her. And no, we just go for the Oki, try to chase it. Wake up throw is going to work though. And we just go right into it. We send the break on this low life Jinx. I mean, it keeps the team together. Not sure if that's when we wanted to spend it, but alas, I'm just up here commentating right now as Jump Heavy connects, get the full extension, at full screen. This is that RedRiotRoss synergy. This is the stuff I love to see from him.
Yeah, and you can see there the combo really working out because you're able to manipulate the screen so effectively. Even if your other character starts to be pulled off the screen, if you tag, you will still return to them and the screen will stretch back into them. So in situations like that, especially when you have stuff like Chappie, the monkey being able to go across the screen, you can pull the enemy character straight back into it. Because now, you're not going to need to do too much pulling to get this one to connect. That's going to be the super mega death rocket, and it always gets its man.
Always gets its man, as it seems like just RedRiotRoss's surplus of experience here. It's gonna be working out for him. He's got about 71 events played. Meanwhile, Agressivan, this is like their 7th tournament. VeniVFX, this will be their 19th tournament. If I got the most accurate data, so might be a little difference of that, but you know, before you get clean, you gotta get washed.
Ooh, step back with the 6-8's not gonna work out. Still okay as we find the break and find the tag.
Right, the Ekko. Oh, I love it. Going for that rewind with the back input so that Ekko didn't fly forward into the Darius, but just stayed back in place, so able to bait out that reversal. Really good just routing there in terms of our pressure. But alas, the routing with Blitzcrank just getting a little off as Darius falls out. But the reversal command throw, not even armored, by the way. We still got 3/4 steam. Oh, but this level 3 doesn't give a damn about how much steam you have. This is for Noxus, man.
Quick executions, not quite enough. Was looking for the walk-up throw afterwards, and the anti-air apprehend to pull him back down to the earth. It's solo Ekko at 30% life. Doesn't even really have the meter to be able to make this happen. This would be a ridiculous comeback, and unfortunately, we're just not gonna get to see it, as that quick little run pass with Darius will absolutely be enough. RedRiotRoss.
Yeah, but 150 ping and 2x KO, I mean, that's better than like 300 ping in a whole lot of other fighting games out there, just thanks to the internal servers you get with Riot Games. Now, FinesseDan, Luno, pulling on up here. These two have never played in a bracket before, but both boasting pretty high win rates actually. 65% for Finesse and 63% for LunOVunE. So we'll have to see who's gonna take the victory here as, we're seeing some of the Ekko Warwick combos. Double Time Winder stuff. That's the sauce. Oh, but that's sauceless if we drop the tag launcher.
Oh, and then a risky choice to try and go for the early retreating guard there, as Yasuo able to just pretty easily slice straight back into lows from the situation. As the step backwards, I thought for sure we had the 2H on deck, but it's okay. We win the footsies afterwards. It's all good to go.
Yeah. Oh, the 2H actually able to catch the cross-up attempt. It's going to be a solo Warwick for LunOVunE. I'm going to assume the kids capitalized love in their name, I realize, so maybe it's just highlighting that word within their tag. But FinesseDan going to get pretty standard Yasuo stuff, getting the knockdown here. Stagger pressure as well, just leaving enough gaps to try and bait out that assist guard so that we don't get pushed away. Instead, we're able to catch the assist in startup. So showcasing what high-level pressure needs to look like in this game when your opponent has push block available.
And fortunately now, another moon will be sliced in half. Quick little look for your boys, not quite enough. Anything will do it as we step back into the Judgment Orb. Very nice call there. As full break still intact for FinesseDan. A powerful lead to get us started, especially with the wind wall to be able to stop the Time Winder from helping brute force that interaction.
Gonna be trying to force it here now as we're going through with the Yasuo Air series. Trying to set up things with Time Winder, but the overhead from Warwick able to reach. FinesseDan just gonna take this combo. Going into that secondary super of Warwick as well. Not quite a full bloodlust, but oh, this Ekko gonna be bleeding a little bit more after that punish on the get up attack. 2H connects, Ekko coming through. LunOVunE does spend the break just to equalize things, and we catch as well. Proxy should be close enough to get the full kill. Thanks to the tag into Warwick.
Yeah, tag definitely smart. Doesn't need to spend the meter there on Ekko. So, you know, Warwick able to secure it themselves. Still a big opportunity here as the blood gauge, I think, is going to pop right as we go into the transformation. Absolutely has time for one little step back, but now the extra bit of pressure, the extra bit of movement speed, apparently not going to matter. That super assist with the Yasuo in tow, able to secure another limit strike.
Oh, and the backdash to make sure that we're scouting for the forward roll while still committing to our cross-up as well, while being in range for a neutral attack. Absolutely smart decision-making there from FinesseDan, but LunOVunE gonna get the next hit, gonna get the knockdown. We're gonna see just a simple Time Winder Oki, not spinning the meter to go into our install super. No confirm available for Finesse. They're just sort of playing back into neutral. Get caught by the Steel Tempest. Cross-up gonna be connect!
Goes past just enough time, and of course, because we have our clone able to rewind, still the
Curse. Curse.
Listen, there's a couple rules in this game that you must follow under no circumstances may they be broken, and one of them is dude, don't swing it at Helmbreaker. Helmbreaker's pretty good. It's just one of the things you kind of have to let it happen, which sucks, but you know, that's just, you know, that's kind of what he does.
Breaks more than Helms out there. Breaks your body, breaks your spirit, breaks your elo and ego. FinesseDan closing the gap. Just, you know, trying to keep the Yasuo pressure as ambiguous as possible. No confirm off of any of these hits yet, but Dan finds the 2H, finally leads to a full pickup and confirm. Optimizing as well. Tag launcher. This should be a dead Ekko as we go into the Yasuo super.
2v1, definitely the situation we want to see from FinesseDan here. A little step back, and of course, the anti-air out of the stance, just ridiculous. Has the meter and should absolutely...
Just as you were saying it, we dropped it. Warwick was able to touch the ground, so we weren't able to take the full break. The overhead comes through. LunOVunE going to be able to force FinesseDan's break, but this is still a long, hard mountain to climb. Tall. It's probably a more accurate word discussing mountains.
Sliding pass, got the 2L. Lucky to still be alive in the moment here. Was trying so hard, it was like, don't overhead, do not overhead, whatever you do. But sometimes you just gotta go for it, especially in a situation like that. Just, I don't know. In a spot where it is very risky, I would still rather you take the risk than just like, I don't know, go out in a moment.
Right, you know, sometimes you gotta be willing to do anything to win, especially when you're in those losing situations. Oh, and there we go. Ready for that follow-up, and we were holding down as well. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Look at the knockdown right here into the Time Winder. Playing shenanigans. Able to block. Still defending very well as LunOVunE showing off some incredible defense. Global asking me if I'm able to go to Texas Showdown. Nope, work did not give me that time off. I'm gonna miss out this year, which is a bummer because I haven't missed that tournament in years.
It's always a good one. Just Texas Showdown, man.
Shout out to Globo, 3rd place at Frosty Faustings.
Oh yeah.
Former Dragon Ball FighterZ player. I saw him walking around like I didn't see him sign up for Dragon Ball. No wonder he was focused all in on 2XKO and it paid off.
Right here, slicing pass. Warwick out of the way now. FinesseDan able to establish a pretty healthy lead now. Solo Ekko looks to close the distance fast, retreating guard, and of course, again, that Helmbreaker able to answer pretty well. I mean, early it was a decent answer, but in the end, Ekko able to answer himself.
Everyone in chat. Just, you might happen to be sick that weekend for work. Now, they know I asked for that time off. They know where I'm at now. LunOVunE knows exactly where this offense is going. Into some pressure. FinesseDan with a well-timed push block after LunOVunE expends the assist, trying to keep things going. But nice, they jump in onto this Yasuo and take him around the world. A little less than 80 days.
Of course, the double Time Winder, always helping with those extra extensions. Down S2 into the maximum Warwick. Quick to secure it, his blood is popped. Looks for the run pass, but unfortunately there after the tech roll, it maybe just mistimed it because I think that looked like we were trying to auto time it to where it was going to chase no matter where they tech. But, you know, with a quick little hop over like that, it's not going to matter too much.
All right, still a good spot for Luno. Gonna catch FinesseDan with that far M. Looks like we're holding on to that Fury as well. We don't want to overextend in this round. LunOVunE overextends, going for that solo Warwick overhead. Punishable on block universally across the cast since 8-frame jab characters are now 7-frame jab characters, and that move is -7 on block. 2H gonna connect here. LunOVunE has to spend the break. You don't really want that to be the situation. Going into a possible 3rd round, we try to set up some strong block string pressure, but FinesseDan sees through it, parries the charged attack, and now we're in a 1v1 Ekko mirrors.
Yeah, with the resources where they are, I don't think that 3rd round is going to be a factor too much here. That Fury is going to be a very big deal as, for now, just playing it low and slow, looking to find the jab, looking to try and bait them into some kind of reckless approach. There it is! An opportunity now on the roll pass, had the mix-up, and does find the hit.
Yeah, it set everything up, just making it simpler than it appeared to be. Nice parry on that Time Winder. Trying to keep the pressure, but you just autopiloted a little too much. FinesseDan again sees through the rewind follow-up. I think LunOVunE might have been fishing for a chip kill right there, and instead of going into the Time Winder super, we try to do the second follow-up. And now you're under this Okizeme. The get-up attack cleanly baited by the hands of FinesseDan, but we dropped the combo proxy, and the Warwick assist able to find victory. That was way too close, but it took long enough where LunOVunE was able to regenerate most of their break gauge, equalizing that resource disparity into this final round of game number 2.
Yeah, it's made this much more manageable. It's going to be that very early break, which I think is usually the correct call, especially with a team like this. Is able to generate so much via limit strike off of any hit. Now, we'll up back, save ourselves from the overhead.
Speaking of overheads, that one coming through, we're able to handshake tag back. I mean, that's one of the potent things about handshake tagging is the fact that you're able to scout out the opponent's break while you have another character out. You kind of have to assume that while an assist is out, if they haven't handshake tag or exhausted their supply of handshake tags, it's a burst save point in the combo. And this is exactly why you need to make that assumption, because we're going to lose Warwick for this, is what I would have said if we just finished it with a super.
Definitely should have, and now Warwick getting another chance to be able to fight this one out. A quick little pickup, but too far for the tag launch, not even close to the corner there, and the 2L gets low crushed by the flip pass on Ekko.
LunOVunE goes for the throw. 2 H's though, as FinesseDan a little slow on that punish. Nice side swap there from Luno. Gonna bring him down. We see the install Oki. We bait the get up attack as well. Full extension here. We have the pickup. Level 1 here is enough, I think. Yes, it is. It's a 1v1 right now. LunOVunE about on the cusp of Fury. FinesseDan already has that Fury in stock. But again, LunOVunE going for the same mistakes time and time again.
Okay, Fury does get activated though. And was looking for that little hop forward. Trying to be unpredictable with the timing there as no 2H just looks to run away. Trying to time out the Fury. It ends up finding a whiff punish. We have the resources. Can we finish?
You should be able to easy cancel that level 3. It strikes down LunOVunE, cuts the moon in half. Warwick's already dead. It's not even like a true werewolf like that. You don't need to destroy the moon. That's just a bit of a long coming run back here, as we'll see if Zyngbett is going to be able to tie up the record or if Galladiated wants to start making a streak for themselves here. Double down battle, actually. We've seen a lot of freestyle views, some 2x and double down. Now we got 2 double downs forced to fight each other, and makes a lot of sense when you look at compositions with like Braum and Vi. Able to take a lot of advantage of that. Oh, take advantage of this parry though, son.
Yeah, gotta go for a big read on that one. With Unbreakable in the corner, Illaoi kind of gets fried. So you have to take a risk of some kind there. Illaoi, definitely a character who can fend for herself well, but you know, the big man Braum can be a bit of a danger as they can see. They will set up the limit strike and find the 2H. It forces the break. Zyngbett in a very dominant position, even with this mix-up coming.
Oh, but the air throw, keeping that advantage. Second time I've seen Zyngbett go for this backdash into forward dash on Okazemi. Oh my gosh, I think we're gonna get the namesake of the game right here, Proxy. Zyngbett just has to finish the combo, does so with the level 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you 2x KO to give Zyngbett a running start in this set.
I was gonna say a little title card drop. I was gonna say never hurt nobody, but unfortunately Gladiated directly in the line of fire now is the dash up 5M, keeping it very aggressive, but cancels before the tentacle slam actually hits. Maybe ends up leading to a better mix-up there as Gladiated has time to react, and the 2H goes way wide.
Yeah, could have potentially been a parry bait as well. We've seen Galladiated in that first round react to that Illaoi tentacle and parry it, thus resetting the situation. But Galladiated didn't commit to the parry, still has all the meter for it, so we're now just sort of dealing with this new neutral situation. The Darius fireball, not able to get it confirmed from it, but Braum's shield will stop any of Zyngbet's approach. Getting the full extension here as well with Vi. Tag back into the Braum. Should be ending this combo with a route that gives us Unbreakable. If we didn't drop it, Proxy, massive opportunity for Zyngbett.
Oh my god, and the apprehend pulls us straight back into the command throw there. The seize works out perfectly, dashes up for the parry, but unfortunately puts themselves right in the threat territory of Vi. I like where your head's at, but unfortunately in execution, just doesn't work out.
Oh, speaking of execution not working out, we dropped the tag launcher extension, and there it is, the parry baited this time around. Zyngbett drops the combo. However, so many situations going these players' way, they're just not able to fully convert. Ain't no way you're gonna double 2x KO this man in game 1. Ain't no way you are like quadra x KOing him.
I was gonna say, I'm sure there's a math joke somewhere in there, but I ain't got it. 1-0. Let's go sing
I got a joke for you. Like, get that support out of the fountain. I want my penta kill, bro. I killed 4 of your team. 1 more for the penta, bro. Oh, Galladiated. That's the first game on record they've dropped against Zyngbett.
That's a much better start. Forward as we double up. Yeah, double back S2 there is a decent frame kill as armoring through 2 normals in a row is actually forced to break after the neutral jump.
There you go. Okay, bleed applied. The Illaoi tentacle able to deal with the Braum and reach that Vi. And there we go. We try to parry the apprehend, but thanks to that charge timing, it's not a fixed timing anymore. You have to play a bit of RPS with when you think apprehend's coming out. No punish on that whiffed air throw from Galladiated. Zyngbett, though, slowly getting some stagger pressure and parries the Vi Vault Breaker. Nice. Oh, parry for parry. These two just played some Street Fighter 6 out here.
Wanted to step back. Wow, dude, what a block on the Poro, as well as the double jump backwards. In the end, the medium on the way down finds the mark. It's such a smart decision.
Yeah, and one little subtle thing too with that route that Zyngbett chose to do. Didn't try to run up and get the normal to connect against Galladiated. Instead, just went for the tentacle command to swat at that Vi, making it as simple as possible to confirm that kill. Really great awareness of the situation and what you need given the circumstances. Galladiated needs to find the next bit of Okazemi right here. Gets the kill onto Illaoi. It's a Braum versus Darius matchup. And you got Unbreakable in this Braum. I'm kind of spooked if I'm Zyngbett.
That very late second 6H ends up spending the Unbreakable and gets the hit for it. Situation was about to be dire. I respect the Fury so much, but Galladiated doesn't seem to respect it.
I gotta play respectless with this Unbreakable Braum. It's like, do you know who I am? I'm Braum. I am the wall, and you will not shatter me. Zyngbett should be going down this round if Galladiated's able to optimize and finish. Looks like we will. All right. Gladiated get on the board in this set.
Yeah, more what we're used to seeing from this guy. Getting a bit more aggressive, being able to utilize some of these mix-ups. Braum just really, I feel like, is the key to the puzzle here. Has to get rolling. That's going to be a whiff punish. Goes for the get-up attack on the wrong player, unfortunately.
Ooh, bit of a scramble right here. We're just going to try and find our way in neutral. Spinning the tentacle, not really getting much with it. Just thinks of the spacing. Gladiated gets in with the Vi, extends with the Braum. We should be seeing a corner knockdown as well as Unbreakable if everything goes according to plan. There I go. Commentators cursing it yet again. And it's strong with me tonight.
This time no charge though. Was trying to commit with the overhead straight away. Decent block and a better jab. Fortunately, it's a weird situation that Vi isn't the greatest at being able to confirm. And as the cartoon dust cloud settles, Gladiator tries to sneak in a command throw.
Oh, the low catching actually. Zyngbett might be losing this Vi because we just didn't watch our ankles. Now we're cornered against this Vi. The airdrop comes through. Such a smart choice from Gladiator. And because we got double down proxy, we can do all kinds of damage. Popping into the next super, not giving Zyngbett a single opportunity to Fury out of that. We're all tied up between these two. Now let's get another game 3.
99, where do we choose to head? I don't think we're gonna get to see it, unfortunately. In the end, it's okay. First, second skip, it's all good to go. Gladiated loses out on the air-to-air, and because of the timings of the landing, Illaoi has tempo, is able to get the swing and get it started.
Well, the break comes through at the perfect moment, actually able to punish that air S2 from Zyngbet's Illaoi, showcasing some of that anti-character tech. Like, hey, what point of this combo can I break to actually punish you for going for it? You'll see it against Yasuo sometimes if they go for that side swap, forward hold S1. Gladiated keeping this momentum going, chases the roll, gets a throw to punish it, and because we're Braum, we get a nice extension, spending that Unbreakable early.
Yeah, quick little utilization of the shockwave there. Tag launcher to get straight back into him. Has enough to be able to, yeah, we can afford the Poro snacks, but instead, because of the double down, I always forget we've got the purple stuff. Craters have been made. Unfortunately, it's a Darius-shaped crater on the floor here on the beach. Illaoi solo in the moment now.
Still 2.5 bars for this Illaoi. Could build up that pull level 3. What a beautiful jump too heavy to catch that Vi with the counter hit. Honestly, Zyngbett could choose to spend this cash to kill this Vi with a level 3, but no, we're gonna take the level 1, go for a kill, guess for game character situation. We roll forward, we parry when the tentacle is so far behind us. I like the idea, but we just weren't aware of that situation. And now Zyngbett gets the kill and holds on to 2 bar, giving them access to parry and supers, whatever they need to get this win from Galladiated. Now you need to spend the Fury to do it too. Cross up.
Up, Fury dash cancel, finds the low and runs up again, but no, still armored. It was a second instance of armored. We just committed to the super, and now things a bit weird. Illaoi again. Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta make a big commitment at some point here. You'll get fried if you get stuck in the corner.
Oh my God, absolutely brilliant from Galladiated. I'm in Fury, you got a tentacle on me. I can blow it up with the get up attack, and because I'm in Fury, I can then run cancel it to punish whatever you went for there. Absolutely stellar play from Galladiated. Again, the anti-Illaoi tech coming through.
That's just 9,000 IQ, I don't even know what to say. Kansas is a genius, man. Quick little crumble onto the ground, blocks the get up attack as well, has the read on defense. A situation so dire for Zyngbett now is unfortunately it's going to be the 2v1 to try and keep themselves in the winner's bracket.
Man, Galladiated taking this personally, dropped the first game to Zyngbett and said, never again, I will never lose again, as if he's Zoro post first fight with Meathawk arcing it. Galladiated gonna push Zyngbett into Fury here on the next interaction, get up attack. Which I like from Zyngbett. You know, you had Fury like just about to come up, so there's no way you're going to die if that got baited. So I like the aggressive choice there, just given the resources we have.
Crater's made a bit too far, still commits just to be able to apply some amount of pressure, but Vi can't get there.
Oh, the parry whiffing. Vi, I think, lost some momentum because we made contact with the Darius, and so Zyngbett gonna get punished again as we set up the sword and the shield, a vault breaker, and the wall. Galladiated should be able to clean this up, drops the super, has double down, so not even that you need it. But that is it, 2-1 for Galladiated. Zyngbett, you got one, but it was just a game at the end of the day. Galladiated staying in winner side.
Recently, and I'm extremely excited to get to see if we're able to see any of that in practice. Dylan versus freezesy coming up now, as on the other side, the unlikely duo of Caitlyn and the Wolf, as we're gonna go for the tag, and it has the S1 super for the pickup. And a little unfortunate for the Sheriff, but you know, that's how the cookie crumbles.
Indeed it is. And well, Dylnyan, definitely, you know, again, follow this man, posting all kinds of tech with all kinds of characters. I mean, whooped my ass out at Evo France with Blitz Yasuo, a team that I used to play, actually. Super strong player, making a deep run. I think he got like 13th or 9th, I want to say, at Evo France. Definitely had some other results I need to dig into. This is the first time fighting against freezesy. I guess that's how you pronounce it. So no head-to-head data yet, but we're gonna make it right now.
Okay. 4S2 delays things just a bit, was looking for the throw, and of course, yeah, was now that is normally a very good reaction for the Warwick player, but there's a you know, I was talking about those rules of things you have to remember. Ahri Fireball is uninteractable. You cannot get it. This is that mix-up I was going to see a little bit more. No, it's an extension actually.
Combos mixed, Dylan's your guy, y'all. I mean, if you like what you're seeing here, drop him a follow on Twitter. Still all that tech. He is an infinite well of knowledge for that one. We're gonna drop a level 3 here with Warwick just to guarantee the kill.
Dude, I thought, because there's, hopefully we get to see it. I won't spoil. I thought that was the lead up to the mix up there, but what an extension for the damage here. And now with Steam still available, you know, we are one interaction away on both these characters, and there's that one interaction for Warwick. Caitlyn, not quite as strong as she could be without her teammate. She is not very good solo, despite being a great teammate.
Yeah, but I mean, we got a classic archetype matchup here of the grappler versus the zoner-esque character. We're setting up traps. We're just playing this at full screen. And I mean, Blitzcrank has some anti-projectile tools, like with his Mecha Fist, the S2. But against Caitlyn, whose projectiles are so fast, like, what are you really going to be doing with those? Is freezesy just able to get him in his sights, pull the trigger, and take down the robot from afar?
Hello? Hello? Okay, all right, he just... Blitz! He's fine.
You're there, buddy. Stick to the script. Something like that.
Followed up, last hit of the Rekka, can't quite get there, but comes off the wall. Luckily, Dylan, with a very smart choice there, dashes past, goes for the 2H. Extremely smart interaction.
Oh, the little micro walk forward as well to switch up the sides, dodge the jump in. He's got a little scrambly. We handshake tag, go for the command throw. Dylnyan actually just doing a very smart walk forward, probably just to option select between the demon flip pressure choices. Everything's going here. Parry on the assist. Dylan's able to escape. Blitzcrank comes through. He's parried the 5M for freezesy. We've been hyping up Dylan right now, but freezesy has been playing this so clean between this Caitlyn and Warwick until we drop the Oki and the combo, and that gives Dylan the chance to get an extension here and potentially some devastating corner Oki.
Now that's one, had plenty of time for the tag, and on the hit with the fireball, still gets the extension. And yep, with that extra one hit from the assist, you're able to double up. It's not quite a double down, but you know, it's just about as good as you can still have that armor on deck.
JH coming through, and actually very aggressive Fury Break right there. He wants to try and win the round from this situation. Dylnyan just gonna be able to keep far away with this Blitzcrank, checking with those huge robot arms, and we got the level 3 with the Ahri, gonna charm the Warwick. Look at the puppy dog eyes. Time to put old Yeller down though.
Dude, timing on that mix-up was so sick. Got the air-to-air, the late heavy as they were landing. And of course, when you have that steam applied, being able to find any rocket punch is going to get you straight into a full BNB for Blitzcrank. Despite him being a weaker character, you know, the upsides are extremely up when you're able to get there.
Has had a couple of buffs too, you know, getting some slightly better hitbox and hurtbox data on the normals. Oh, the combo drops, and Dylnyan still committed to the break. A cursed situation comes through. We get the low onto this Ahri. freezesy, I don't think we have a kill right here. Yeah, we just take the Oki, keep running offense, buying time, just offering some gaps in this Rekka series. And the tag back, again, catches this Ahri walking back. It's a 1v2 with Caitlyn still alive. I mean, it's looking long for Dylnyan, especially when the overhead from Warwick comes through like this.
Sounds like, by the way, resub 12 months. Good to see you, homies. Unfortunately, a little too far. That's going to get us straight back into the corner here. Dylan extends it just enough and is able to get that armor activated.
Uses the Ahri assist just to check any sort of wake-up option Freeze could have gone for. Oh, the command throw whiffing. I'm not sure if it was a spacing thing or a block stun thing, but either way, Dylnyan went for a mix. It backfired on him, and we should easily have a kill thanks to this full blood Fury Warwick. Drop a super at the very end of it. And yeah, that is going to be game 1 over to our Canadian representative.
Yeah, wasn't expecting it to go that way, but it definitely ended up being a block stun thing because of the spacing. I think we were absolutely close enough, as well as the actual command throw itself went off. So a bit unfortunate there, you know, but not going to matter here at the round start. Dylnyan not letting that. And when you play fighting games, you got to have a short memory for things like that. Don't show that off. Okay, there's so much to explain with that mix-up. It looks pretty simple. Long story short, on that first interaction with the command throw, everything is covered. So you have to, like, the best thing you can do is jump and block, and then you still have to deal with the next layer. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but, you know, TBBop, thank you so much for the subscription. Every little bit helps, and, well, we got a lot of subscribers here at TNS. We're thankful for all the support you get. Just as Dylnyan gets a full happy birthday, and as soon as I highlight it, it drops. So I'm just cursing everybody out here. I don't want it to do you like that, Dylnyan. I swear, I'm not salty about that Evo France run. You played great. It was sick. Come on, that's right, wrap it up. Let's see. We still have this Caitlyn, but at least you have the Ahri in the back pocket, so you're not forced to deal with this matchup as the Blitzcrank. Just trying to find the next opportunity to approach as the bot's getting shot.
Yeah, just get as close as you can. Look for a rocket punch potentially here. For now, it's just gonna have to go for the jump away, take the shot, and it's gonna look to hit both. Dylnyan with a smart tag, but in the end, it's not gonna matter. The back assist connects.
Lemon strike, we got the trap, we jump out. Trap wasn't on top of Ahri. Great recognition from Dylnyan. Jumping in, the command throw coming on through. You brought a gun to a throw fight. That's crazy. I'm too close for that. Hold that. Sitting again. Trying to play out this neutral. War comes through. Good block on the overhead. Too slow on the punish. It is possible in this version of the game. That's a 7-frame jab against a -7 move, but you gotta be frame perfect with the press in order to get that punish. Freezesy now. We get Dylnyan to break. Parries the rocket grab assist. Gets happy birthday as well. It drops out, but then it just works as a reset off of that overhead proxy.
Oh, and of course, with that back assist, being able to get that extra little pickup with the bloodlust here, it's certainly enough to kill Ahri. It's just, where's this going to leave us for the Blitzcrank, and where's this going to leave the resources? Not going to worry about the resources. We're just going to re-up the blood and spend all the meter. Don't be frugal if it means a character dies. That is a rule to live by.
And plus, too, just with the team composition here, you got Caitlyn at full health in the back pocket. Even if Dylnyan somehow gets through this Warwick, I don't think you also get through that Caitlyn, unless you're just able to keep her completely trapped in the corner from where you kill the Warwick. But Freezesy just, you know, says, why are we talking about what ifs? This is the reality right now. It's round 3 of game 2. Trying to send Dylnyan out into losers.
Oh, that second, but that is absolute villainy as the second bullet's already in the skies. Thought for sure we are going to need to go for some kind of block. The throw comes through. Now, mid-range, chucks the fireball, got the hit on the Warwick. Not going to matter as our hit percentage on the shots so far from the Sheriff has been absolutely ridiculous.
Trying to close the gap. Perfectly timed rocket fist. We're able to also bait out the break, but not close enough with his Blitzcrank to get in range to force it to be blocked and then get a punish here. We're setting up pressure, looking for some kind of defensive option. What a tech there from Freezesy. Here we go, Dylnyan gets the hit. We try to get the parry against the Ahri fireballs, but we kept the options coming through. And Dylnyan, I mean, you need to snowball this, kill this Caitlyn right here so she's not a factor for your Blitzcrank to worry about. Reset into just a simple throw. Dropping the full charge steam. All right, can this Warwick do it? Or are we gonna see game 3? Give me game 3.
Oh no, situation about to be dire. Still gonna be alive, but this is a heartbreaker. Game time.
Noka tagging Blitz. I love it, throwing him out of his command throw. Oh, 2H, things get a little crazy right there. Throw will reset. Not able to get a follow-up. Bait the parry. We look for any sort of option right there. Get up attack, mash, parry. All would have been blocked out. Dylnyan ties it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the thing I think you're the least worried about in that spot is just the wake up mash normal. So you know, pretty smart in the situation as once again, Caitlyn finding the hit, being able to actually too far for the trap. I wonder if it was a height thing because of the down 2H. Unfortunately, either way, they're gonna have to spend the break on the reset going their way.
Get through. We have the trap. We have to respect that. Warwick coming through, just keeping the pressure up. We go for the throw, but again, as soon as we see that demon flip, Dylnyan's option is just to walk forward. I'm making like the overhead strike across something you block, dodging the command throw, showing just a really good option select against that pressure from Warwick. But freezesy just showing, yeah, you may know how to defend against my Warwick. I got other ways to hit you. Now Blitzcrank in the 1v2. Break immediately forced out. We don't want to give this bot any sort of momentum. Parry, jump out, keep the pressure going. Rekka staggers when we see it and call it out this time with the parry. And so now Dylnyan has the optimal position here. If you kill the Warwick and keep the corner to bring Caitlyn in, you could actually win this round.
Empty jump, doubled up with the low, little delay. And as soon as we come up the wall, is able to commit again. There it is. The armor is reactivated. We've got a chance here.
Stagger pressure. The command throw coming right on through. We're out of steam now. One too many parries. It whiffed against what we thought was going to be a third hit of that Ahri assist. Now this means Dylnyan able to go for yet another throw. And as I called it, if you're able to box his Caitlyn in the corner, just neutralize a range advantage, Dylnyan could win off of that pressure alone. And that's now set point for Dylnyan.
With that said, even though the mix-up went their way, such a smart no-tech to not get caught out in some BS situation there afterwards. Still okay here. Now looking for the pull-in, but unfortunately the pull-in just hand delivers the Warwick into the mix-up here. It's going to be a throw for the second time in that situation.
And worse yet, Proxy, Dylnyan spent a parry right there, had a barometer, and Ahri lost it, so we thought a strike was coming through, but it was just a throw, and so now this Ahri doesn't have the resource, can't go for yet another parry in this neutral situation. Finally gets access to it, punishes the shotgun, rather just the gunshot. And now we get a punish on this Blitzcrank, forced to break out. And as soon as Blitzcrank comes out, the Caitlyn comes out. 2H though, Ahri's hunting her down.
All good here. Quick little throw of the Spirit Orb, jab, jab, slides past, knockdown into the tag. Situation we've seen time and time again. Blitzcrank's being able to get the better of it. Oh, but this time it's not gonna work out.
Too many command throws probably. freezesy was able to make the read, makes a great second read as well, baiting the get-up attack. This Blitzcrank should be going down. Ahri fairly low on life. I think we're gonna be seeing a third round here. Yo, we were able to see the roll and still punish it with a throw off of that tag. You dropped the combo and yet you still weren't punished for it. That's insane. Ah!
You know what else is insane? Unfortunately, getting caught a little too low to the ground on your air dash there is gonna get hunted for it. That's a round apiece, a game apiece. Down to the wire here as the resources are damn near even. Slight advantage to Dylan, but I don't think it's gonna matter too much. On this tag into the Warwick, unfortunately, it's gonna set up the sandwich.
Yeah, high, low, simple as that. In the end, gonna be able to tag into the Ahri, wants to have her, and the fireball for the Okizeme here. Tagging into the Blitzcrank to utilize that. I like that bit of team synergy, like just setting each other up. Oh, defensive throw works out for freezesy. Another get-up attack, this time going Dylnyan's way. The assists come out. Retreating guard just to create some space, get some meter. Oh yeah, I can't do that, not against this champ.
DG looks to the chase down, flips past, the command throw doesn't work out. And even after the pull is forced a retreating guard.
Big counter hit. And so smart from Dylnyan, going for the command throw into an immediate super, denying freezesy the opportunity to even break to save the Warwick. It's a Fury Caitlyn now. That's the only thing keeping freezesy in this winner's side, Proxy.
Oh, slid past, gets away from the 2H. I like that. Still a bit scary. Uh-oh.
Oh no. Ahri lives for another moment, and now Dylnyan forced to fight with this Blitzcrank. Does have Fury, does have corner positioning at least. The command grab not able to reach, or rather just the rocket grab. Baiting out the assist. Oh, and the dash cancel snipe by the Ahri, Proxy.
And of course, the most underutilized mechanic in the game, Fury in your combo, just to make sure we're able to take the finish there. Dylan doing a great job being able to keep their head above water. 2-1.
That by Ekko, taking on Juzja, or Yusja, perhaps. We got a battle across the continents, actually, as Noka, of course, strong French player, and Juzja pulling up from Mexico. That's the actual Mexico flag, y'all. I'm not goofing with Brazil. That's actually Mexico. I know this. I'm not getting it wrong, chat.
Oh, and Noka goes for that mid hook and just commits with a second one on a bit of a delay. Recognizing the other Vi player is not going to want to chill. As you can see, they're not going to want to chill. No way to wait in that moment. Is on the other side of it. Noka finds the hit and flips it past.
All right. Break already spent. Actually, that's crazy. We got an Ekko Vi mirror match. Let's see who plays it better, you know? The Frenchmen or the Mexicans? I'm down for this one. As Noka so far, gonna be able to cash out with some of the super here. We could tag launcher into Vi. Actually, yeah, no. We were just able to actually get better extension because of the fact that Vi's assist OTGs. Level 1 here, the low life Ekko gonna get taken out. It's a 2x KO for Noka to start us off.
Quick little title card, easy peasy, and off the round start. Last time we saw Noka was the aggressor. This time, it's the opposite. Same situation again, just mirrored to the opposite side. Noka deals with the defensive situation a bit better, though, despite not getting, well, despite in the early stage not getting much for it. I think we get a full character for this one now.
Possibly so. I mean, the very least, if this Okazemi works, which it does beautifully, I mean, we just delete that Vi. It's gonna have to come down to this Ekko with Fury. We get the full pickup as well. Great confirm. Fury does come through. Don't want to take any more damage right now. We go for the air throw. Able to block. We dash into that? I'm not sure what we're going for there, but alas, we're just sort of blocking with our face. Can you block this? Okay, okay. I see you, dog. Ah, but the low coming right on through after the rewind play, and Noka should be able to take a quick game one.
Yeah, that final layer, just a bit too much to have to deal with there. And as you said, game one already in the pocket. Noka looking as strong as ever. A player that we obviously playing in late into the night, playing from France, but I guess the perfect reminder for everybody, in case you did not know, even if you are an international talent, as long as you have a North American Riot account, you can enter these TNS brackets. So let this be your wake-up call, whether you're watching on YouTube or you're live in the chat right now. This is if you've got an NA Riot account, please come through. We'd love to have you in these brackets.
Yeah, that's the advantage of having private servers for your games, something that Riot Games has provided across League of Legends, Valorant. So, oh my gosh, the pickup's right here as we're seeing Juzja trying to fight back with the mash against the overhead. Noka going to be able to get a full combo extension here. Tagging into this Ekko. Ooh, things get a little weird there, but still, we're able to force out the break. The Time Winder going to go back, hit that assist. Pressure here.
That jab, that was really unfortunate. I understand the idea completely, but unfortunately gets clapped for trying to stick the light out.
Big scoop right here. And yeah, we got the rewind combos coming through. Vi for the OTG. Gonna be pretty classic Noka finisher right here.
Solo Ekko, not what you want to see. Even there, the Time Winders clash, and the Ekko from Noka can pretty much just, you can close the distance with really no consequence there. You've got the Vi fully key charged behind you, bro. Not much to be done.
Oh, no confirm off of that. We trade. Noka so far maintaining the offense and pressure. Gonna get the jump. Dropping a super here just for the damage, and you keep the knockdown too. Catch him again. Your wake up mash won't save you here as Noka could be able to take down Juzja's Vi. Could be the end of Juzja's winner side run. Noka gonna spend the break just to stop it.
Oh, and the situation just a bit too dire at this point. Limit strike into the lob, 1 million mix-ups, and on the quick rewind is able to find the low. Even with the drop, you still have such high priority in the situation, and just like that, on a combo drop, techs out and swings the medium. Noka gonna take the victory 2 games straight.
Yeah, I mean, pretty dominant. Kind of what we would expect from Noka. Super strong tag fighting player, has made a big name for himself in games like Dragon Ball FighterZ. I'm sure there's probably a couple others, but that's the one I recognize him from.
Heart and hands are the key to victory.
But we're straight in. Not much to delay. Here we go. Obelisk as we've seen many times before, is still rocking that double down here with the Ahri Illaoi, a team comp that uses the purple stuff just about as good as any other. As on the other side, MichaelCeraFan already getting the chase down. That tech chase not quite working out after the S1 though, unfortunately.
Yep, and I'm surprised to see that these two, at least if I got the right accounts, don't have any tournament history with each other. I'm gonna double check. There's another. Okay, yeah, no, checking both of them. I got the right accounts and everything. Yeah, these two have not run into each other in any brackets. It's their first time playing against each other tonight, and hopefully we'll get to see what Obelisk's idea with the team is. Because like you said, it's able to take advantage of double down really well, not only for combos, but also for just the mix-ups that you can give Illaoi thanks to the Ahri Orb of Deception super. But Obelisk's gonna be able to take down the Vi, and now has to deal with MichaelCeraFan's Warwick. You have break on your side, you got handshake tag available, and you get caught in the air. Oh, too soon on the throw. Just a little early on that wake up.
Yeah, an opportunity to potentially get a bit more aggressive here. Decent damage is going to lead to the mix.
Catch him, diabolical. And I was talking about Illaoi getting mix-ups from Ahri, but it very much goes the other way, y'all. It's very synergistic. And plus you get a combo extensions like this. This is just dead.
Got 1, 2, and 3 on the slam, but only needs the one. Obelisk taking the lead with the full break still intact for both players now.
Yeah, and most of that coming from that long combo Obelisk did. Like MichaelCeraFan was maybe about half break, but by the end of the round, thanks to the break boost you get in long combos, that was just completely filled up during the multi-hits of those supers. So that's why we see the equalization here. Obelisk spends the early break, goes into the supers, trying to just create the situation. We're blocking that overhead, trying to clear out the tentacles. One more still stands, and Illaoi is here to force the break out from MichaelCeraFan.
Will jump away as well, and after the tag, jab at the perfect timing, knew that the S1 was actually not going to quite make it all the way, but still, that leaves you in an even more dangerous situation than before. After the tech, Obelisk going to get chased down.
Got the electrics. Oh, but you get him attack the wrong character. Vi was just sitting in the back, waiting and watching, gets the punish on that attack, and now Obelisk in the 1v2 with this Ahri. Fairly low on meter as well, but MichaelCeraFan 3 bars on the Vi, 2.5 on the Warwick. Excellent parry, and again, just using this Vi as like a battering ram from full screen. So clean on that neutral, and so clean on this execution as well. Drop the level 3. Is it enough?
Even if it's not, it's going to leave us in such a dire position here. Level 3 against the wall is enough to kill this time. Found a piece now, and the resources once again pretty even. Probably gonna look to jump backwards here at the start. Instead, tries to throw the fireball and gets caught for it. That is break immediately forced out.
Yeah, but oh, the Ahri fireball off screen. So far back, Obelisk didn't see it. Rather, MichaelCeraFan didn't see it. Didn't even have an opportunity to deal with it. And again, the get-up attack baited, this time on Obelisk's side. The Warwick dive kick gonna come through. We handshake tag right back, showcasing the power of Freestyle, right? Able to send in the Warwick, have a special move buffer, then if it connected, just go right back to that Warwick to get your pressure, get your combo. Obelisk, though, finds the next hit. Might be able to get the kill here by virtue of the double down extensions we have access to.
Tag launcher certainly able to confirm get the finish. Instead, the OTG, I think we thought the 2M was going to kill, and I honestly believed you, but doesn't quite work out. MichaelCeraFan on the other side though, finding the hit with the jump over down heavy, delays just a bit, so the denting blows are going to leave us in a decent spot. It's going to be the 1v1 now.
Jungler versus mid lane. Warwick assist comes through, Obelisk gets the air-to-air. Joining the offense here, multiple overheads, perfectly set up. Now how does Obelisk want to end the combo? Do we drop an Orb of Deception just for the damage? Or do we just take a Limit Strike here and try to get the kill on the next hit? Set up the Illaoi Super Tentacles, giving us access to that Oki. Nice, excellent use of the push block to get out of that corner, as well as the super assist.
Wow, and was trying to manipulate it to where that last hit of the orb was going to come back on the rewind here, but still finds the hit either way and is able to cut it just early enough into that super spirit rush to where the break is not a factor. Game 1, it's a long one, but it's in Obelisk's favor.
Obelisk's favor, and as Apology Boy pointed out in Twitch chat, $20 in the Matcherino to sweat this hard. The lad's making a point, y'all. This match arena was way too low. We got 242 players in this bracket. I want to see somebody take home some cash tonight, y'all. Open up that match arena. Get some donations going. Claim all those codes if you haven't already. Let's get this prize pool up. I want to see these players earn a good meal tonight.
Jab looking to reset here. Double overhead. Triples up on it too. Decent blocks though. MichaelCeraFan is unfortunately the jump timing doesn't work out there, and even after the reset, it's gonna be the break to try and keep the corner.
Force the break. Setting out the fireballs. We trade the Ahri fireball, able to stop the Warwick super from completing. Crater Maker not gonna lead to a confirm. We defend against the assist. Parry, but yeah, too many hits on that projectile. Block on the overheads, but still, this is pretty scary for Warwick. You're getting gelled to the ground. This could be a chip kill situation, actually, because you're airborne, infinitely juggled on a block string. Illaoi, ladies and gentlemen. Bait the get up attack. Tentacles will be there to punish it as well. A little too aggressive. We had too many opportunities there, and Obelisk just lets the assist, lets the super do the work for him. Now it's set point for Obelisk, but MichaelCeraFan starting off with a happy birthday. He's got something to say about that. Things get a little crazy. We lost track of where the point character was, and so Obelisk just escapes a combo for free.
Yeah, Spirit Rush, as well as, you know, this character just being squirrely enough to be able to escape anytime you give them any room. Give me double 2M though, just enough. The timing on it is absolute perfection. Obelisk should be able to set up kill here, but instead it's just an OTG into a mix again.
Such a late overhead. MichaelCera thought that it was an opportunity to block low. We parry, and it actually just whiffs, so we get caught out. And yeah, there's no iframes on that super, really. At least not against physical strikes.
Yeah, it's extremely high priority, but like you said, not quite as advantageous as you need it to be in a moment like that, as a quick little chuck of the orb will be enough. Obelisk taking the victory.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Bleed clone 9. There's 8 other clones at least, bro.
Listen, Apology Boy calling himself the clone is always a little disrespectful, but you know, with the results that he's had, it's starting to look like he might be, you know, the real deal. Might be able to take his place at the top here. Is right away able to find the Hellbreaker, gets the tag back in, and sets up the limit strike here in the mid screen.
Take a very simple Oki with the Time Winder. Oh, but we get snatched out of the sky, however. Wait for a break safe point, go right into that Illaoi. Oh, we try to throw, but we get crushed by the overhead. We mentioned results earlier. I got some results to talk about too. As Apology Boy and JustCapitalB, they got some history. They played 7 sets. Apology Boy has won 4 of them. So it's a 4-3 split. If JustCapitalB wins this, these two are tied in tournament set counts so far, but let's see how it progresses. The jump and goes Apology Boy's way. Had the assist tag on the verge on that jump and great awareness of the fact that a lot of people like to break early on some of those sudden hits, especially on the jump in, because usually it's pretty safe to break there, but if you get your assist out, then you can punish them for that reflex.
UCS2 there is going to be able to not quite get the pickup. I thought for sure we had it because that is the correct routing. Unfortunately, it doesn't go their way. Capital B is going to get a chance in this one. Uh-oh.
Oh, indeed.
His skull is getting cracked by the level 3. He's going to get... So Illaoi into the 2v1. Illaoi, while she is, again, a great teammate and more than capable of being able to do it, not quite the terror that she normally would be when she doesn't have the ability to tag. She's a great activator.
But, as we've seen from players like the Like a Bleed, and even right now from Apology Boy, there's just this raid boss quality about her when it's just her against the world, and good lord, I mean, you whiffed by a few pixels, and Apology Boy was able to clean that round out in the 2v1. Illaoi. Unreal.
Step back, quick use the tentacle slam. Unfortunately, your other character had gotten slowed down by the Time Winder, so there was no opportunity to be able to tag out once you had committed.
Oh, the parry a little too soon against the Time Winder, but alas, we do get a pickup in that scramble situation. Taking Apology Boy's Illaoi into the corner. No meter for either of JustCapitalB's characters. Ekko finally breaks a bar. Should be able to get a limit strike potentially. It's gonna be with Ekko. Finally able to run this Oki. Parry into jump to escape. Diabolical. Get him with the throw. Full combo as well. No break just yet.
Opportunity with the C's just doesn't quite go our way. Super Time Winder taking the kill here, and on the other side now, Apology Boy, the other character on the team here, Ekko, certainly the stronger anchor, was going to have a chance to be able to make the comeback here, but it looks like we might just save the resources for, you know, for another opportunity next game, next round.
Yeah, I certainly would. Be an unnecessary attempt at that comeback. Just rather hold on to that break so that you're able to go into this round equal in resources with JustCapitalB. So let's see who's gonna fight their way to the top in this situation. Helmbreaker. I mean, just doing everything for these Ekko players, man. Their taxes, finding the matches on their dating app of choice, just everything. Oh, interesting break timing there from Capital B.
Yeah, missed out. Oh, and the retreating guard timing ends up being perfection there. The S2 whiff, and no follow-up available as nobody home on the whiff.
Tag into this Vi, able to keep the corner. Oh, but we drop it out our fists. And again, another strong usage of Helmbreaker, actually. Apology Boy reading the throw, jumping and immediately punishing it with that fast fall option that Helmbreaker gives you. So now we're almost to the other player corner. We roll back to escape the tentacle. A choice I like, but the handshake tag gives us opportunity to parry the Ekko mid attack. And JustCapitalB, so long as we get the execution here, Proxy, which so far we got it with the electrics, might be able to kill the low life Ekko, but I don't know. No, he lives.
Yeah, lives it with a pixel. Still in a bad position, and the position gets even worse with the get up attack going way wide. Apology Boy now, after the command throw, is gonna have to deal with the situation with not a lot of life to play with. Even with the drop, the situation is still dire.
Oh, and again, we saw, JustCapitalB saw that the Fury Gauge was about to get online for Apology Boy, so we summoned the assist, not really for the extension on the combo, but just to have a guaranteed break safe point as long as that assist was in place. Super high level reaction from JustCapitalB as Apology Boy is going to drop the first game to him. Guaranteed damage before that break comes through, and we actually went for a break bait right there. That's why you didn't see Apology Boy go for a follow-up, but JustCapitalB plays it cool. He's gonna get his own combo onto Apology Boy. Limit strike for the knockdown. Oh.
Double up with the tag, is able to find that air throw situation. Once again, dire, there's the lob, and look for the walk away. Quick little mash, not gonna work out. Capital B delays, expecting the get up attack.
Block on that overhead to find a hit, but it's a happy birthday. And again, Apology Boy so quick with these baits, both players actually. And now we're gonna drop a rewind install, jump back, and it just hits. The Time Winder just hits. It's Vi in the 1v1. I mean, Vi's just going bye-bye, is what I would have said. We didn't have the finish on that combo. Oh, we drop it.
And dude, that having a move that good, it just, I feel like it gets you in the double-edged sword. It gets you in trouble so much. People love to try and sneak in the parry. Unfortunately, it goes a touch wide, and that's the situation you'll find yourself in every single time. As unfortunately, there on the 2M, Capital B spacing might have been too good. It was a little too far for the next follow-up normal.
Gonna get the tag launcher here into this Illaoi. Chasing him here, the tentacle out of range of the command throw. That's why you see the strike come through. Super one with Ekko just to put them far, far away. We get the corner pickup as well, thanks to that cross up, jump down heavy. So JustCapitalB, do you tag out the Ekko to start regenerating gray life? No, we want the Ekko, Oki. And that's why.
Yep, and of course, with the unstable clone behind us, extra little extension, misses out, but finds the throw. What a save.
Save or setup. That looked rehearsed. That looked like JustCapitalB was like, and now when you think I dropped it, here I am. This was the plan all along. I mean, it just looked so pre-planned. It was crazy to see. But Apology Boy gets the next hit. 1v1 yet again between these two. Air throw, this time from JustCapitalB. Chasing the roll. Not a punish. We could have teched it, but I understand why we wouldn't want to do that.
Fury after the double low as well was looking for the tentacle slam, just trying to throw out one of these massive normals, one of these massive specials from Illaoi to find a Fury dash cancel. Is there on the one tentacle spawned, isn't able to get much. But a bad retreating guard from Capital B actually doesn't die for it. Should have.
Yeah, or at least been put in a situation where Fury had to be spent. The aggressive parry from Apology Boy calling out JustCapitalB, trying to take the turn after that blocked overhead. And we just go for the reset as well. This should go straight into a super, denying Capital B the opportunity to spend that Fury. Super smart decision making from Apology Boy. Yes, you had the hit, but you were going to be playing RPS as to when Capital B used break. So it said, listen, before we get that far, I'm going to deny it completely. Super smart reset.
Start here with the early limit strike. And that meter being able to pressure, finds the hide, not quite able to get anything else. The parry into the run-up situation. Again, looking dire here. Is this going to pull out of the corner? Actually doesn't.
Yeah, no, we did one too many dashes off that parry, so we were only hitting the assist on Capital B's team. That Vi was able to block because she recovered in time. Things definitely look dire, but I mean, if you're just Capital B, you're kind of just thankful that Apology Boy messed up that punish, but finds the next hit, takes that Ekko down. It's Vi with Fury. Maybe if you get a hit, you think about investing it in this round just so you don't go down in this final game. But with 5M connecting, it's a pretty good start for just Capital B, able to potentially get a kill without spending that resource.
I thought we were looking for the air-to-air. That's a scary place to be as a Vi player. Not what I was expecting to have happen here. Now we're going to hold on to this Fury, going to tank the first hit and try and deal with the second, it seems.
Oh, but look at that, Apology Boy. You spent 2 bars between your characters to set up some ungodly Oki, and you just lost to roll forward throw tech from Capital B. The Fury comes through. Apology Boy does not want to give up this round. And again, like you said, when it came to that parry, it's so good you can't help but press it. The Fury dash cancel, able to bait it out. A huge overextension from just Capital B as Apology Boy goes up the round, is at set point now.
That one swing into the dash, just a bit too strong, man. Looking for the step backwards here as the take a break, tries to come through, and kind of got crossed up there. Maybe forgot who the legal man was, because I was not expecting Illaoi to have time to be able to swing in that moment.
Chase the roll, catch it. But yeah, unless you do that with a 2x assist, usually after that S1 follow-up, they just get put onto the ground. You don't actually get a follow-up there. Still a happy birthday here. Just Capital B getting tons of damage. Even changes the Vi round. Normally you see her go for the grab to bring him down to the ground, but instead goes for jump heavy just so we keep the assist together. Runs up and throws, gets the extension here. Has the 1 bar with Ekko and a bar with Vi. Going to beautifully use the handshake tag to get this kill with only a bar spent on Vi. Still a bar on Ekko. Apology Boy, your move.
Oh, and that move, unfortunately, we might not just get to see what they've got cooking up. It's gonna be the fully charged S1, saving the Fury, not willing to try and be a hero. Round apiece, game apiece, down to the wire once again with Apology Boy coming into this with a slight resource advantage. That might turn a bit bigger here, especially with the low connecting.
Set up the Okizeme. Low, good defense so far from just Capital B, but eventually the throw comes through. We left just enough of a gap so that that push guard came out as an assist instead. Speaking of assist guard, we're able to break again with a handshake tag. Fake him out with the rewind, catching him at the ankles, trying to jump out, I think. The air throw from Apology Boy, anticipating just Capital B's approach. It's Vi in a 1v2. Final round here between these players. No Fury in sight for Capital B.
Oh no, with the Helmbreaker connecting, it's gonna put us all in at this point. Runs up and finds the jab, and the tentacle pops up just a bit closer. Wasn't what we were expecting, but now Capital B, a final push.
Hit the Ekko assist out of the way. Trying to go for a chip kill setup right here. And we get it with the overhead at the very end. Backed by that Illaoi down S2. As it is Apology Boy, one of Bleed's many clones.
You were alluding. I think it's a team that a lot of people understood was strong. And I think that we're at the point now where it's like, what? I think we've answered. It wasn't just Bleed, right? This is a team that is absolutely monstrous with a ridiculous pilot behind it, as well as a Z-League already showing it off in the opening hit. Ripping for Brazil here, but gonna lose out after the jab.
Yeah, excellent parry there. And we get a happy birthday as well. Bleed, gonna go into that Twime Winder Super Twime. I'm adding a W to this one. Unbreakable Duke, thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you joining the TampaNeverSleeps stream as Bleed is just showcasing the insane amount of damage. 2 tentacles in place. What a parry though from our Brazilian representative here. I can't help but wonder if that 7 just means he's the 7th clone of Bleed. We already saw clone number 9, according to Apology Boy. Would love to see the rest of them come through. Bleed pops that break. Tries to get the pressure with Ekko. Immediate tick throw, taking advantage of that landing cancel. Another tick throw. A little bit of damage, set up the roll. Get up attack. And we baited out perfectly thanks to the rewind.
Say everything going completely to plan. Like, see now, utilizing the lob to try and, you know, hold some space for ourselves. Looked for the parry, and it was a good idea, but unfortunately, we're gonna be a hero. We're gonna try and go for it, but gets crossed up immediately. Oh, that's another heartbreaker.
I mean, you know what? I saw the vision. Both of those characters on Bleed's side were a one-touch as we are awarding Bleed yet again with another happy birthday. This one gonna be a little shorter. The throw too soon. We were trying to call out a get-up roll, which you can punish during its animation, but because we got up in place, there was no throw punish box to actually snatch on there. Bleed gets baited out as well. Z-Leak, an eye for an eye. Both these players gonna end up blind by the end of this set. That's why I gotta watch out for them.
Listen, the first time I get knocked down by an Ekko player, I'm get up attacking literally no matter what they do. Show me you know what to do. Show me you have it. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you're like, you won the most recent tournament or I've never heard of you before. Show me you know what to do about that get up attack or I'm getting this first one for free.
And Bleed now with this raid boss Illaoi, just run up and throw. Probably the best strike throw mix-up pressure in the game, just with the fact you're looking out for her command throw that you can't get a punish on if you read and jump it. The strike from her tentacles, her running up. The micro walk out as well from Z-Leak. Illaoi mirror match. The 2H. The assist actually catching. Get up attack Fury. We didn't bait it out. Bleed. Gonna keep running this offense. Both players jump at the same time. They are in unison right now. Again, the Time Winder assist, and Z-Leak will find the hit this time, Proxy.
Okay, and we're gonna go straight to rock bottom. Opportunity now as we look to get aggressive. There's the overhead, but nothing to show for it. But on the tech forward, gets caught out. Unfortunately, no, things go a bit astray. Z-Leak definitely should have had the victory there, but now has to Fury to try and stay alive.
The arrow throw too soon though from Bleed. We weren't close enough to get it to connect, so Z-Leak, despite the tragic drop, is still able to win the round, but doesn't have break to start us off here. We'll likely see it towards the end of the round, and that could be the decider depending on how this goes. Both sides looking for the next hit. Cross up, back to the same side. I think that was actually a cross up that turned into a same side mix because you had to block relative to Illaoi's position, not Ekko because of that hand tap.
It definitely looked like it. The situation gets a bit dire as we double up with the Time Winders here. Nice parry to be able to turn things back on their heads. One of the strengths of being able to play the team yourself is you know where those gaps are and you know where those challenge points are.
Good fuzzy jump. Go for the cross up, and again the handshake tag to catch out the block on the cross up. My boy Huey does this, except with the Vi jump too heavy, but seeing it come through with the Ekko jump too heavy, it's gonna take Z-Leak maybe a bit too long to adjust to that, and Bleed might be able to go back to that bit of tech over and over again. Helm Breaker though comes through, but we drop it as things get a little choppy on our end as spectators. Hopefully the players aren't too affected. We've been talking about connection all night. You still get some spottiness. Oh no, speaking of spottiness, drop in the tag launcher. Bleed missing opportunity, but we don't miss the parry.
Oh, and unfortunately, Illaoi's actually in the way there to be able to get the interruption. Quick little C's finds the mark though. Here we go on the 1, 2, 3 for the slam, but it's still not enough. And with the wake up parry to try and prevent the chip, unfortunately, Bleed saw it coming and the C's gets the punish.
Yeah, but again, that situation, it was basically checkmate. That assist was going to be out for a very long time. Bleed had access to the handshake tag, and so by the time that you could have safely braked and avoided that, you would have been dead. So great on Bleed to have the reactions right there, and at some point Z-Leak just has to see if you can sneak that in and get away with it, but Bleed not letting it happen. Very scrappy set between these two so far. First time ever meeting bracket, as I highlighted. But Bleed, I mean, showcasing like, listen, you're playing my team. Don't get it twisted. It's not yours.
Limit strike, here's the lob. Straight in with the 2M, not gonna work out. Fakes the charge up and rewinds in to look for the low. Smart decision there. With Helmbreaker on the other side. Puts us in kind of a tight spot here. Same rate though.
Same brain cell. I mean, mirror match for a reason. Sometimes you're looking back at yourself. Chase the roll. And we get the extension thanks to the tentacle. And we bait the break masterfully as well from Z-League. Not overextending on that one. So now Bleed in a pretty bad spot. You gotta deal with the Illaoi tentacle Oki. Ekko coming on through. Overhead catches, the tentacles are there offering support, so we get the full pickup. Not gonna be enough to kill the high health Illaoi potentially. Yeah, no, we just had to take the next Oki 70 situation. We roll forward, get caught up by the tentacle. Z-League in a really good spot. Just one touch on this Ekko.
Command of motion on the roll, so strong as the retreating guard manages to buy some space, and after the second retreating guard still commits fully. Both characters caught in the mix-up here, and on the limit strike, gonna get the finish.
The assist comes through, and there it is, the down S2 able to clip Bleed. We had plenty of tentacles in place to teleport to that location to finish it off. Z-League goes up the round in game number 2. Both sides scrapping for neutral. Helm breaker into the mix-up. And we get the full pickup too off of that rewind.
Situation dire as we optimize our combo just a bit further now. Tag launcher, and certainly enough to kill. It's gonna save for the Fury here as Z-League. I don't think that's a bad call though if you've got confidence. Especially when you're in the lead. So now early Fury probably on the menu. Instead, because that other character was out, the freestyle privilege, you cannot Fury in a spot like that against a player who has a good enough reaction time.
Yeah, at this point, unless Z-League gets some sort of big hit here and can use Fury to close out the round and the game with it, I don't think we're going to see the Fury get popped. So this is exactly the hit that Z-League needs to stay alive in this particular round. And it's going to work out pretty well. Bleed is at full break as well, so it's not like you're giving Bleed extra resources for the next round by putting up this much of a fight. The dash forward comes through. It's going to be the Okizeme after the roll. We jump away, just make sure we're avoiding any get-up attack shenanigans, and we get the kill as well. Both sides full break going into this final round of game number 2. Bleed at set point.
Ground start just chucks the time winder, jump back heavy, actually sends it back. Break spent very early, and on that quick little rewind, as the dust settles, slight advantage to Bleed here with that break, but that almost gets deleted. Very close to like a nearly game-ending decision there. Unfortunately for Z-League, it does not go their way, and Bleed, whether it's plot armor or something greater, it somehow manages to survive that.
The low comes through. Z-League thought that maybe a throw was coming, maybe an overhead was coming, so we get opened up at the ankles. Gonna get the full pickup as well. Bleed has Z-League cornered with this Illaoi, about halfway to Fury, and Illaoi doesn't really have a lot of access to limit strike enders in her combo routing, so we're not really going to see Z-League be able to generate that resource aggressively, but it doesn't even matter. You're under duress right here, able to find the perfect moment. The overhead does come through. We bait the get-up attack, get the punish with the 2M, force Bleed to break. This is a good sign for Z-League, but you still have to weather the storm here. The Ekko roll comes through, back to the same side.
Yeah, the storm, unfortunately, it's a category higher than we thought it was going to be. Opportunity now off the potential tag launcher. Should be able to build that third meter, just barely. No, it's the 1, 2, 3 instead. Not even going to need the third bar. Illaoi says, I don't even need the goddess to get involved. I'll handle it myself.
Wake up, people.
Teemo's here, though, finally showing his face. An opportunity as your boy BMO coming through with the green stuff. Taking a little step back and trying to go for the flight. Not going to work out in the moment there, but that parachute, definitely one of the most annoying things to have to deal with.
Yeah, but Choopy gonna be able to catch Yosep. Oh, the parry coming right on through. Excellent first read on that interaction. And actually going for like something reminiscent of like the corner limit strike link by going for the multiple JLs after the 2H launcher. So kind of knowing that, we'll probably see Yosep go for those routes a little bit later. Keeping pressure alive right now, but we brash our way through all of those tentacles. Get a big air-to-air hit. Break will come through to keep the Illaoi in the game.
Oh, I don't know, that forward assist definitely good. Takes that second shot, and that quick little teleport down to the ground. It's a very, very tough mix-up to deal with there, but Yosep, patience, and just continues to stay down back.
And actually, as the chat points out, this is a South American battle here, as we got Puerto Rico versus Argentina. So, I mean, we've seen tons of representation too from like Mexico, Brazil as well. So super great to see some of our friends from the lower border coming on up to play through here. But one of these guys is going to get into the top 8 on winner's side. The other one will have to play another set to try and get in on loser's side. Caitlyn's coming on through. Teemo, Beemo, if you'd rather prefer. Under duress, able to escape. Gets the cross up.
But again, still just a tough situation to have to deal with there. That little delay, setting up the mushrooms here. Buffing up the badges and taking the damage while we can. Doesn't need the double down. Still just makes it work.
Yeah, no, catching me right there too. Puerto Rico being more North America as it is, up part of the U.S. I'm thinking like something about Latin, like Latin American countries or Spanish-speaking countries. I kind of just group them together a bit. Filthy, ignorant American here. Ignore me all. Mr. Chupi, not going to be ignored as we get the combo pickup right here. Yosep might be going down on the headshot. Does so indeed. Low life Teemo.
Quick little shot, making it work. Round up now. Fortunately, fully out of the resources here, but still okay. And as we try to full send the jump in there, that charge heavy not going to work out as we get that extra extension. Yosep on the offense now.
Trying to close the gap right here. And oh man, it's rare to see that Illaoi air as to lose in those air-to-air situations, but Chupi able to completely catch it out. We hit the Teemo, but it's Illaoi that you need to make contact with. We're going to be taking Chupi towards this corner and over to the Teemo as well. What's the Okizeme going to look like? Set up a shroom? Yeah, a little beehive.
Boy, and both characters get pulled on down, and luckily, even with the slowdown of the character dying, Illaoi is a character that, can pretty easily stabilize from there. None of her combos are too particular in moments like that.
Oh, the empty low as well after that rising overhead, and we denied Chupi any opportunity to bust out with that Fury, just go into the level 3, but I think if you're Mr. Chupi, you're just going to save that break for next round anyway, considering the life situation on Yosep's team. It's a 2x KO for Yosep in our Latin American battle here, going into the final round of game number 1.
A 3-8 round start, not going to work out. Whip the jab, sweeping the legs. Get that dart assist behind, is able to find the overhead.
All the pressure, the low comes through. Chupi will spend the break. Back at full screen, hiding behind our Illaoi tentacle and the Caitlyn trap. Ooh, scary situation. Well-timed push block. What an air-to-air with the Air S1, but we didn't quite get an extension off that tentacle. Good block on the assist. We're going to set up the high-low mix thanks to that charged heavy, forcing the stand animation so that you're actually able to get some of those overheads. I think Teemo still will reach on most crouching characters, but still, you're doing it for the lockdown as well thanks to the high block stun.
Okay, quick little cross up. Impressive at the perfect timing. A situation, that's a scary place to try and get aggressive, but I do respect it, knowing where the gaps are.
Side swap. Oh, that looked a little cursed. I'm not sure how intended that was, but I do know the throw bait there was very much intended. And Mr. Chupi does have plenty of meter. How much are we going to spend? We do one, and we actually just catch Yosep falling down immediately with a throw. Looked like maybe a labbed out reset from Mr. Chupi, or we just reacted to the air tech. Either way, battle of the zoners, Teemo versus Caitlyn. Gotta block the assist. Overhead comes through, such a risky play, and you block that Fury. The trap is there for the pickup. We drop it, however.
Dude had 2 opportunities somehow. Fury dash cancel, trying to keep the aggressor here. Both 2 tentacles now off of that one as the Fury makes some space for us.
The tentacles, we shoot. Able to trade, actually, the super assist, but it's just a parry opportunity. So Chupi able to kind of try and hunt down this Teemo. The slide on the low proxy. Chupi with this extra damage from Fury just needs a simple BNB, closes that round out, and the Puerto Rican goes up 1-0 on our Argentinian.
I'm fully convinced, because I speak for myself, and I think I speak for a decent chunk of people. I forget that can happen. I think I get hit by that low just because I forget that it's a selectable option. It is so good at jump scaring people. As right away, we go straight in the down S1. The apprehend brings it straight back down to the earth.
Dagger pressure. Timed the push block perfectly, though. And the tag, though, we saw the startup of that 2M, so we were able to swap characters, dodging it by going to Caitlyn and baiting the break afterwards. Guarantees a kill on the Teemo. Yosep by the sweep. Go for the jump to bait out a throw tech. Caitlyn assists, just keeping this Illaoi under duress, doing plenty of chip damage thanks to that bleed. Get the cross up as well, thanks to the roll through with Caitlyn to get a side swap. This should be dead, actually, I think, if you're able to optimize. No, you need to like double down there to go into DHC there or a level 3, but here comes Teemo assist.
Illaoi just goes for the long run. Unfortunately, sends herself full screen against the Caitlyn here. And at that point, especially with bleed on, the second you leave the ground, Caitlyn can just rip the super. And with good prediction and decent aim, you know, you can make it work for yourself.
Massive air to air here, Mr. Choopy. Gonna get the full extension. And with the limit strike here, building up that bar. Frame kill, not quite able to find anything. Retreating guard puts Yosep in the corner. This Illaoi still getting mauled by the Darius. We block the immediate high after the tag, canceling out of that long animation from Darius. And now we're just a little bit of neutral, finding the next hit. It's Yosep. Looking for the break. Mr. Choopy holds on to it.
Not quite the corner here. Is the command of motion a bit too far, but still doing the job that it's supposed to as both shots come through and we find the tag. Choopy almost baits the break off of that one and almost gets both characters as well with the S2.
That could have been the end of the set, but we might as well be on our way there as Mr. Choopy brings in the Teemo, who's just one touch away for being sent into loser's side. It's got something to say. We forced the breakout early for Mr. Choopy. Does not want to give Yosep any sort of momentum. The apprehend! Snatching Teemo from the skies, and Mr. Choopy will be your final winner side candidate for top 8. Say, like, where's your suit? Put some respect on your name too, Proxy. And y'all, you don't know how nasty Proxy is. I got the chance to fight him early on in early access at like the commentator invitational. You smoked me and Jake Ryan. I was like, damn, this guy's clean with it. I can feel that versus blood DNA in you. And Apology Boy feeling a strong round start against F-Champ Ryan, putting this Jinx in the corner.
Okay, quick little summon, command of motion once again. Retreating guard twice in a row, but again, Illaoi, one of the hardest characters to retreating guard against, especially in the early stages of her route, because she's so effective at doling out those lows. But for now, the thing we need to worry about is gonna be that Jinx with the Chappie.
Catch him right here. Force the breakout as well. Apology Boy gonna attack back into this Illaoi. Both sides sort of trying to find the next hit. Dash up throw, using the freestyle handshake tag to get us an short extension as well.
Oh my god, the C's, it's too good. It's actually too good. Quick little slam, trip to rock bottom, was looking for the throw, but not gonna work out. And the anti-air to boot, everything coming up Apology Boy right now.
F-Champ Ryan smartly waits until the assist disappears so you can't just bait it right there. 2 different attempts to whip punish it. The second one does come through for Apology Boy as we get a punish just in time on that whip parry from F-Champ. Gonna be able to extend with the supers. And we can end this a number of ways. The OTG is enough, so a single bar spent. Jinx is down. It's just a very low life Illaoi on F-Champ Ryan's side. Strong start for Apology Boy.
Quick little slam, 1, 2, and 3, and of course that does so much more damage than I think a lot of people were ready for. The S1 super off of the overhead leaves us down to the 1v1.
All right, they trade. No counter hit confirmed for either side, but you jump in. Simple anti-air from Apology Boy. Goes up the very first round.
Yeah, waited extremely long for the 2H as well, knowing that you were still going to be able to beat any normal that came out, and waiting to see if there was any like forward S2 shenanigans as the parry, unfortunately, not quite timed correctly. Apology Boy gonna get a massive advantage off of this one.
I don't know if I think I saw it right too. Apology Boy might have even baited it out. He was full charging that S2 and then canceled it early by rewinding so that, F-Champ Ryan was reacting to the anticipated strike, but then he just completely deleted the strike and did an empty dash up afterwards. So could have been a very smart bait as well on Apology Boy's side. We're going to put F-Champ Ryan into the corner. And I mean, Apology Boy, I'm starting to wonder how you 0-4 against this guy. Maybe I'll see you in a game 2. Oh, down S2, catching F-Champ Ryan out of the sky.
Still has Zap, still has some kind of option here to be able to potentially save themselves. Quick little shimmy, but unfortunately, the second layer of the shimmy where they dashed forward ended up putting them in the worst possible position. So F-Champ with a pretty decent idea there, but Apology Boy, it just, the way that he committed, it just, it ended up being kind of a nightmare.
Nightmare indeed, but if you're Apology Boy, this is like a fever dream. I wouldn't want to wake up from it. I mean, this is, again, F-Champ Ryan is beating Apology Boy in 4 different sets. Oh, but we're starting to see why here. I might have started to sway in the other direction, dropping some unintentional boons to FChamp Ryan's play, putting Apology Boy into the Okazemi, but through circumstance, we're actually able to fall out of all that Okazemi. We get the extension here. Time Warner for the Oki. We trade, but the trade just goes Apology Boy's way as we get a full launch from it, and we're just buying time for this Illaoi to regenerate Great Life. We go in, block the cross up, and we get sniped out as well. Should be a kill onto this Illaoi for FChamp Ryan.
Yeah, unfortunately, once you get caught on point there, no chance to be able to get that extra life back. Nice timing on the parry, though. A guess monster in the moment there. As with 2 super time wonders, actually, no, doesn't work out.
Okay.
But honestly, maybe for the better, we're a little frugal. Got those 2 bars to play with facing off against the Jinx.
Yeah, quite true. Didn't have to spend any of those resources, but alas, just FChamp just runs up, catches with that 5L from Jinx. Not quite at that level 3 power spike, so you could definitely have killed the Ekko here, but instead we're just going to set up the tentacles, get some of the Jinx projectiles out, but a single JM clears out nearly everything. We have to respect the monkey, trying to close the gap here. FChamp ready with the air throw, seeing Apology Boy approaching, says, I know you got to get the hit, I got the life lead, but defense, easy enough to play in this situation. First round for FChamp.
Yeah, I mean, that is the archetype of character that FChamp has always been known for playing. I think a lot of people, when they think of Champ, they think of his Dormammu from Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3, which is the style of character that kind of worked out for Jinx. You know, requires a little bit more setup, but once you actually do get those situations rolling, it gets a little bit dire for the opponent to try and get anything going against it.
Go for the cross-up, but we see and anticipate the cross-up low. That'll we actually were able to parry the Air S2 as it was coming down, thanks to the handshake tag, just slowing down time. The retreating guard is caught, the assists are coming through, and so we're not able to handshake tag back to the Illaoi off that break. FChamp gonna be able to get the combo right here. Illaoi super does so much damage, Ekko's gone.
It's a level 3, bro. I don't care.
I know,
It's
right?
so good. It's so good.
It is. Like, she's got some shorter combos that still do really good damage, and it's like, that level 1 just, holy crap, it just does so much. It carries. It's like 2 supers in 1.
Nice block, good jump away as well, recognizing the sandwich situation was about to be dire. Push back and tries to fiend for the overhead. Unfortunately there, Champ swinging in a situation where the tentacle was going to pop up and the break gets forced because both characters get caught by the medium.
Ooh. See how the level 3 situation plays out. Apology Boy recovers, jumps back and just blocks it out. Takes only a little bit of chip damage. Could have potentially ran in and tried to get a punish, but opts to play more defensively, but yeah, you're in a losing situation. Jinx just finds the stray hits that FChamp needed, and it's all tied up. All of a sudden, both of these players super dominant games against one another. I want to see this last one go down to the wire. It would be very Dragon Ball FighterZ-esque, because oftentimes in a tag game, one player gets their game plan going, and their offense is so strong, you can't escape it. We've seen Apology Boy have his turn. We've seen FChamp have the turn. Now both of these guys got to be aware of each other, right?
Definitely agreed. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite work out fully. It's all right, though. FChamp almost had the pickup. Definitely had the right idea twice in a row. A couple crucial drops across the board. Going to lead to Apology Boy being able to go for the rewind and trying to bless the legs.
The cross-up comes through. Good start for Apology Boy, forcing the breakout from FChamp. Assist guard, we try to throw the time winner. We do get caught, but not really much going FChamp's way. The assist coming on through. Beautiful throw right there as well. As soon as Apology Boy landed. And to deny the break, we just go for immediate level 1. Not going to be enough to kill, but I mean, this Ekko is at death's door. You wouldn't spend the break for him, I don't think.
Nah, at this point, kind of let him go. Do what you can to get him out if you can, but no chance. As they're not going to have that Fury. Probably going to hold on to, if we find a clean hit without having to spend any of our resources, potentially we'll start to think about dialing it in. For now, though,
Trade, good block on the overhead. I think I even saw FChamp go back to crouching for a split second, but was able to see the overhead react and get back into the high guard needed. Tentacles are coming down. Apology Boy trying to jump out constantly. Gets anteared by the tentacles themselves before that 2H even had a chance to get active. FChamp Ryan gonna get the knockdown, set up the tentacles one more time. Apology Boy might have to think about what to just start thinking to win the next round. Coming on through, a chip kill will do the trick. The tentacle from behind? Brother.
yeah, the triple parry. Unfortunately, the fourth parry coming out maybe matched that last one, or was expecting a swing from the Jinx. Either way, that guest monster parry style not quite working out off of this one. It's gonna be a tentacle and a dream though as we look for the chase down on Jinx.
The air-to-air though, Apology Boy sniping out FChamp's Jinx. in mid-air, not able to get a big extension to secure the kill. Too early on the throw, but the Time Winder's there to cover it. F-Champ gets caught on Wake Up again. Apology Boy just swinging the momentum, completely in their favor with punishing the Illaoi. Apology Boy taking us to the promised final round.
Yeah, Apology Boy either needs to, in this situation we're doing much better, but that's been the key to it, I think. You either need to speed up or you need to be a little bit more unpredictable here, because when F-Champ is getting these hits, he's beating Apology Boy to the spot. A lot of these times it's stuff like, I'll see if I'll point it out if we get one coming up here soon. Too much to have to deal with. Here is the parry after the tag.
Just using that handshake tag, baiting out the 2H with that quick helm breaker. And then with the handshake tag, easy to see it. Just a simple mid parry. F-Champ still able to escape the corner, but we jump out of the throw. Final game, final round between these two players to get guaranteed top 3 tonight.
The back and forth has been absolutely monumental, and right off the rip is going to go for the S2. Both tentacles pop up, but it's too, dude, that second missile, way too good.
2H a little late, but we get the lockdown right here. Just overhead into a throw, reset, set up the Oki. We get caught by that get-up attack, like that device that you mentioned earlier. I'm gonna do it every time to see if you got it, but we got the break baits as well. F-Champ just getting a little too quick on that trigger, but Apology Boy, the combo goes awry. We reset the neutral, we whip punish the 2H proxy.
This is where it's gonna get dire here. This is where we find out what you're made of. It's gonna be solo Illaoi, almost 2 bars. Situation absolutely crucial is again the air throw, reading the movement and setting up the rock bottom.
That's that Marvel air throw I was telling you all about. That's what Proxy was doing to me all those months ago, and F-Champ just tying it up, and it's an Illaoi mirror match.
That Fury is gonna be a huge deal though. No meter, no Fury. You're gonna have to play this 9,000 IQ, and so far we're starting it off strong.
Ooh, we get caught by the heavy, forced to break defensively, but we do get the pickup with that S2 special, retreating guard afterwards. The overhead connects, but we don't have enough meter to get the kill. Tentacles, 2H, we recover in time!
Oh, and again, the Illaoi privilege showing off on basically every single command you can do with Illaoi. She has time to swing again, whether it's command of motion or trying to go for the C's. Either way, there's a 2H behind it. 100. At least here in North America, definitely one of the premier Caitlyn players that we see.
You should know.
Yeah, no, JetX got my back on my math. You know, I went 16, 15, 14. Y'all, math is hard. Just like reading is hard for the FGC, yeah. Bleed playing since he was 13 at least. Or yeah, maybe he's turning 17 this year. Who knows? But what I do know, winner side, semifinals, Mr. Choopy versus Bleed. Both sides close to having full break. Bleed already has it. Choopy has break online for himself. As Bleed gets the knockdown, sets up the Oki. Hold this.
Okay. Overhead didn't quite work out. Rolls past and is able to get the mix up. Fully confirmed here. Break is available and is going to spend it. Gonna try and keep the executioner available here. Overhead dealt with for the first layer. Looks for the throw for the second, but jump over and break to keep momentum. I appreciate that to try and keep corner, but it's not gonna matter. Choopy wins the brawl post-tech.
I mean, we went for throw, we went for overhead, we went for lows. Choopy defended against all of it, and the reward for him is this combo and potential kill onto Ekko. In fact, it is a kill. We had the trap extension as well when Ekko landed on it.
There are many questions in life we have to struggle with, but when Darius is on your team, there's one question we never have to struggle with. They're dead, dude. What a nice feeling, right?
Nice feeling indeed. We parried the super assist. We're still under lockdown here. We could go for the Illaoi level 1. We do. Is it enough, though? Darius's life a little higher than other characters, but Bleed just sees the jump, instantly reacts with an air throw. Now Caitlyn, boxed up in the corner, 3 bars a meter. You low crushed the S2, and you baited the break. Oh, Bleed. Oh, Bleed.
Oh, dude. Unfortunately gets put on a poster, Mr. Choopy. What a call out. Everything about it so sick. It confirms, as well as naturally baits the break. I do believe the situation a bit dire for Bleed off of that one is now behind in the resource game as well.
But yeah, let's get the knockdown here. Choopy, nearly full break. Bleed, gonna have to regenerate it. But Ekko's really good at doing that, just thanks to the fact that his combo routing is full of limit strike breakers. Catch him. Overhead blocked again. Choopy's defense, but we get caught on the frame trap. And there it is, the handshake tag blowing up the breakaway. I think we went for an air reset of some kind there, but Chupi just techs down, able to escape that situation. As it feels like Bleed is trying to get a little tricky, but Chupi's just anticipating all of them.
Okay, some chunk here, sets it up for the limit strike. Perfect spacing on the trap, rolls forward and fakes it out. And of course you see the overhead. No way you're thinking about the throw. Nice little visual misdirection from Chupi on that one.
The headshot gonna come through. This is what I would have said. We completely missed skill issue.
No,
Gotta take that out of the montage. Don't put that in there. I shouldn't have no scope.
NA aim,
Yeah,
bro.
NA aim.
No.
Oh man, you could have had a kill and now you're losing a character because you have misexecution. Damn.
Yeah, unfortunately, just the shot never even had a chance. Combo dropped. You hate to see it. Darius in a weird spot now, as you can see right away, just trying to swing out the 3H, looking for. And in the 2v1 like that, you might just take a risk. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get back in with just holding back and trying to weather the storm. You got to make something happen there. The jump in actually going Bleed's way. We handshake tag. And you jump low, push block just in time. The Time Warner going to create some opportunities there. We push block him back into the trap, forcing Bleed to break. Chupi's going to see the tag, catches the jump as well, and it's a collateral.
Damn, and the 2H to follow up as well. Got the crumple, takes the shot. Trap still there in the corner, but it's not going to matter too much here as we find the pull and the extra chunk of damage with the double heavies.
Oh, Bleed woke up with something. Got counter hit for it as Chupi just keeps it tight with a 2L. Now Bleed stuck in this corner with Illaoi. Empty jump, apprehend. We try to escape, but the overhead will connect and come through for us. I don't think Chupi has the kill here because we use the assist to kind of just create that lockdown situation. Get a little air reset opportunity. 2M connects from Bleed. This is the hit he needs.
Yeah, I was going to say, if we're ever going to have a chance. Dashes up, neutral jump, calls the assist during the neutral jump to try and preempt the 2H, it seems. I really appreciate how we're thinking about that. As the 1, 2, and 3 on the slam, it's a level 1, but, you know, quick execution under the 1v1 now.
Yeah, gotta keep the slide safe by going into the shield super. Keeping Bleed at bay, still got Fury, but any stray hit can do the trick here as we're slowly racking up some chip damage. We space it out, we block, try to swing with the low, but Bleed just jumps over with the cross-up overhead. Chupi taking a lot of damage. Fury about to be online for both players now, Proxy.
Missed out on the combo. Maybe would have had a route to be able to kill, but we'll never know as the super assist actually saves the day. Bleed on the losing end of this interaction there. Mr. Chupi, a game up, looking fantastic.
We might see these two players even out their set count right here, but the Time Warner a little too far away. Chupi burns a bar on a parry that interacted with nothing. Bleed can run the offense, that classic stagger pressure, catching Chupi, pressing something, so we get a full pickup here. Converting with pretty much standardized Illaoi combos. I know Riot said they wanted to see more charged heavies, more just frames, but didn't really buff it enough to warrant it, as a lot of Illaois are just more or less doing the same combos, maybe some new spikes in the corner, but alas, I would love to see them actually realize that vision. Break comes through. Ekko gets sniped, but so does Caitlyn. Bleed, keeping the pressure alive. Overhead. Again, Chupi so consistent at blocking these mixes.
Oh, and the tag timing was very nice. Almost picks them both up as I see y'all talking about in the chat. He definitely could have popped Fury earlier in the combo to try and get the kill before the opponent had access to break. That absolutely was a potential route.
Yeah,
but, you know,
I think
listen,
you pointed
like
out.
I said, gotta be short memory for these things.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think you pointed out, though, it's like probably one of the most underutilized system mechanics, using Fury to extend your combos. So I know that Bleed definitely has a lot of time and certainly has probably enough practice, but maybe it just wasn't on the mind at the moment. Chupi, run up. Yep, 2H, anticipating the jump to bait out a throw tech.
I mean, that is that's another one straight from that's page 1 of the Darius playbook there. Neutral jump, trying to bait the throw, looking for that charge heavy, the highest reward we can find in the moment, as the double tag to control the neutral and the rewind after the overhead from the full screen setup. Illaoi throwing the deep ball, and Ekko's always there to catch.
Bring him down here, 2 tentacles in place. And look at that, we tried to go for the air apprehend, but it just lost clean of that 2H S1, but the tentacle got disappeared. Able to be erased by some option that Chupi put out, so Bleed not actually able to keep the turn. Was expecting backup from the god that Illaoi worships, but here we go. Here comes the god of time or something like that.
He might as well be.
Yeah, right?
Stands up to block the Time Winder. In with the jab as well. Handles the pressure like a champ here, but how long can you last? Unfortunately, not much longer, as that overhead is immediately committed to afterwards. And once again, solo Darius left to the position.
Catch him right here. The break comes through. Big pickup as well. Bleed. Go into the extensions here, just showcasing that Illaoi Ekko synergy. Level 3 on deck. This will be a clean 2-round sweep for Bleed in the second game. Both these players tying it up again, just like their first encounter at the Motivation Academy. Y'all were asking about some tournaments in chat. So this is the last TNS on this patch, but on Saturday, you can play in the Motivation Academy. The couple times I've seen it run, it's gotten about like 40+ entrants. Or there's Paragon Online as well on Sunday. A little early in the day to allow EU players to show up. Definitely a little smaller bracket, but it's a ladder style too, so more on that later. As Mr. Chupi starting off strong, getting the limit strike opening. Tries to bait out the get up attack. Comes in. I'm surprised we didn't see Bleed parry anything with the handshake tag freeze, but we're just under duress now.
A bit dire here, though. We continue to just do our best to weather the storm. Nice little jump away, and after the low, an opportunity with the double jab. Tentacle nowhere near enough for the pickup there, but it doesn't matter. Chupi is forced to break either way.
Oh, things get a little crazy. Chupi, though, able to block everything, but you can't block a throw. We get scooped. Bleed gonna get an extension. And Bleed just opting for the solo tentacle pressure. Pretty common for Bleed gameplay. Break extension here with Ekko. Got the tentacle to get one more hit. Full cash out. Level 1 super. Chupi's Caitlyn is dead. It's up to the Darius here.
We're gonna get a bit messy though. You can see already throwing out the 3 H's. Looking for what we can. Finds the parry. But unfortunately, despite Ekko being the legal man, even with the drop, is still able to chase down, dude. The reaction time. Just the fight IQ to be ready for that situation is ridiculous, man.
Bleed, absolutely ridiculous as a player. Ever since game 2 has pretty much been in full control of this set. Mr. Chupi gonna have to find that next level, that next gear to keep things even. We set up the rewind install, defending against it. We get enough distance here. Things get a little crazy, but we do force the break from Bleed. Parry the Time Winder, and the break is baited as Bleed reacts and retaliates. Now Bleed has Chupi in the corner. Caitlyn in a guess for life situation here. Strike throw. We jump. The 2H connects and we still get the combo proxy.
Yeah, all good. Not too worried about it in the slightest. Opportunity for the tag here as we reset it up. Misses out on the combo though and runs straight into the Time Winder. That freeze up is going to be costly here. As like you said, set point getting a bit messy.
Hold the pressure, blocking the overheads. We're still just holding down back. Dash heavy just for a true string. We still block the overhead. We take the throw. Proxy Chupi's defense, an iron wall, but you get caught in neutral.
Where it's gonna get dire once again. Straight up. Okay, look at Answer Kai immediately. Not worried about it. Taking the shot, getting that extra bit of chip. Not too consequential though as Bleed continuing to just chill.
Big parry here, and we're able to actually catch on Illaoi because we parried her 5L. So Mr. Chupi, not out of this one yet, needs to clutch up with this Caitlyn. The jab, the level 3 mash proxy!
Yeah. Listen, it doesn't matter if it's, you know, in your ranked games in gold or here in top 8 of TNS, wake up level 3, it's a pretty good option. Bleed mashes it out and takes the victory.
Y'all to pull all the stops to that Matcherino. Get that number up. 4750, way too low for a bracket featuring 242 players. Exclamation point Matcherino in the Twitch chat. Get in there, claim those codes, and consider donating as well. Let's get it on, Proxy.
Big shots, Evan Almighty, by the way, coming through with the raid as off the rip. Gonna be able to utilize the retreating guard at the perfect timing. Tries to sneak in with the overhead. Obviously a little bit telegraphed, but you know, it's still strong even when you potentially know that it's coming. And the block on the get up attack puts us in a weird spot as well. Break is forced, and the assist actually ends up getting stopped there. MichaelCeraFan calling the forward assist instead of the back, it seems.
Charging up with that Vibe Breaker. Able to actually create a situation too, because when you fully charge that move, you force that standing block like a charged heavy, giving you some high-low opportunities that you might not have with some other special moves in the game. Teemo just gonna snipe through. We try to barrel on through, but the tentacle summon actually able to catch out both the point buy and the assist Warwick. Sandwich between, setting up. There's the overhead as well, this time off the charged heavy. Break comes out from MichaelCeraFan.
Quick little delay, ends up putting the parachute away just at the perfect timing. Then off the darts, the light with the assist behind it. Break and nowhere in sight, and it's only gonna take a single bar to put Vi in the dirt. Solo Warwick, not looking great for this guy.
Overhead comes through though, it's starting to look a little bit better here. We're just gonna keep the knockdown. Immediate throw, and we get the follow-up thanks to that slower Vi super assist, and just like that, it's Warwick versus Teemo, and this actually isn't really too bad. You got the corner positioning, and if Teemo's able to set the zoning, Warwick can just run his way through pretty much everything. Not if you stop on top of the beehives.
Doing their best to snipe things out. Invisibility activated, which makes things a little bit wonky, but luckily, what if I told you I had a special move that was gonna cover all of the screen, so it didn't matter if I couldn't see you? Last one, it's good.
Oh, the immediate side swap as well, but we don't quite get the confirm. Demon Flip stays on the same side. Yosep not able to find the right direction to block, and MichaelCeraFan wins with the Warwick comeback in round 1.
Both characters involved in the action too, but in the worst possible way. 2 tentacles for the mix-up here as the C's connects. No chance for Serafan to be able to get anything done. Quick little pop-up with the mushrooms, the beehives, whatever you want to call them. The situation is dire right now.
Let's grab that right here. Yosep in a good spot, but we've seen this Warwick make a comeback before, but granted, Yosep had a lot more damage on their squad before. 2H, yo, that 2H, that's got a hitbox. That's got some hitbox to it. I mean, it clears the stratosphere, I swear. And now Yosep gonna be clearing up the life bar of MichaelCeraFan, holding on that Fury, just probably saving it for the next round, saying, all right.
Okay, quick little activation with the darts. That extra little bit of DOT is going to leave us down to just a pixel of life, and unfortunately, the headbutt clears the beehive, but can't quite clear out the bee itself. What a whiff punish. Yosep, keep things equal now, round apiece.
Well, the ball breaker in the back, able to come through, win neutral. Not able to really get anything off the Oki. So now Teemo comes through the dart, able to snatch. Yosep close to getting that mushroom badge, already has the dart badge, so hence that's why you've seen that poison over time. What a 2H against the running overhead. Excellent call out by Yosep.
Oh, and get up attack goes way wide. Teemo is flying completely in the opposite direction, is able to restabilize back here against the wall. Next hit will definitely kill this Warwick, and had to go for the double tag.
Great tech there earlier from Yosep as well. We snatched the Warwick, immediate confirmed into the super. It's up to Vi now.
Ooh. The pass. Thought we were gonna maybe go for the slide through and utilize that freestyle, but instead.
Low catches. Yosep gonna be able to get the confirm. Yosep might be our only user of a 2x assist in this top 8. I think everyone else is playing with that freestyle.
Champ, I think, is 2x. I think.
Oh, is he now? I actually didn't notice that. You might be right.
A little heavy though, ends up working out, gets the pull down, has the meter. There it is, first game, already in pocket. Yosep able to get the job done.
Aria confirming that champ is on 2x assist, so we got 2 of those players in brackets for this top
Double
8.
Jinx rocket is pretty good, dude.
It is pretty good. It is pretty good.
Now though, Yosep already looking incredibly strong here. This Teemo has been doing the heaviest of lifting here, as I feel like the most common cosmetic piece I see for anyone in this game is the clown makeup. Thoughts, gamers? I feel like it's like, I see it so much.
Oh, the S2 coming on through, and it's a happy birthday for Illaoi as Yosep sets up for the tentacle Oki. Baiting out any sort of get-up attack, keeping everything a true string. MichaelCeraFan does not have access to that push block because we ended the happy birthday in that combo. We get the extension, quick kill onto Warwick as Yosep on the verge of taking this round as well.
Full slide pass, get up attack, why not? You got such a resource lead, such a life lead. I'm not holding any of that pressure. Come on, dog.
Sliding right on in. Yosep holding on that break. And yep, pretty smart idea right there. Sometimes if Vi drops those electric charges, is a little late with it, they'll drop the combo. And so if you're just looking for it and you're still grounded, you can tap parry when that move is going to connect to get that option to come out and punish the drop combo. So that's what we saw from Yosep there. MichaelCeraFan pushing to the corner now. Get up attack baited, and you still have time to get in there and punish with Illaoi. Break comes through. MichaelCeraFan desperately fighting to stay in this top 8.
Oh, and this is that situation. Potential here, goes for the run-up. Protect absolutely massive in the moment there. Was looking to just go for the swing for Illaoi to stall things out. Was trying to run past, but couldn't quite escape. And lands back into the bush. It is a nightmare there as the pre-planning working out perfectly. Yosep kind of ridiculous in the moment. And now MichaelCeraFan in a situation, all the chips on the table. We have to go all in on this next interaction. It is a one-touch game.
Hold the pressure, push block, just create some space, and we get sniped. We try to cross him up with that command dash from Vi. Yosep drops the combo, however, starts setting up the pressure, using that 2x assist. So many overheads, too many to count. It's Yosep from Argentina advancing in this top 8.
Being able to delay with the heavy as you're falling down is absolute villainy from Teemo. Listen, you guys know, you guys don't have to believe me. I know there's a lot of people that enjoy the character, think he's cute and nice. This guy is a demon. I believe so. The one player who's bringing the bringing the purple stuff to the mix as the round start, as well as the characters we're seeing on point here, are going to be the big difference makers. I do believe that Vi, that grounded monster, that movement, and that character that's so difficult to escape from, facing off against Ahri. Very difficult, but in just a little bit of a different manner. Safe on the fireball, safe on the pressure, a kind of a monster when it comes to situations like this as well. Finding that one hit and being able to just break it open with the consistency of using that S1 super to save just about any combo.
We catch him with that S1. Obelisk recognizes the range and immediately goes on that S1 super to clear out Noka's Ekko. Now it's up to the Vi. 2H, and yo, Noka pressed so late, we still got counter hit, and Obelisk able to still pick up that combo. You got double down, you got a bar with each of these characters, so I think Noka's Vi would have been dead potentially. No, wait, that's right, Obelisk has these kind of combos, but you're in mid-screen, the tentacles don't catch.
Yeah, in the corner, that's such a stable, awesome confirm, and it can work in the mid-screen too, depending on the situation, but it's not going to matter there as the tentacle slam saving the day. First round on the table, Obelisk looking good, and off the round start, the jump forward from Noka, trying to make a hard call out.
Catching with that, full charge S2, acts as a reset actually as Obelisk. The intended route was, as you saw, to launch Vi back into that tentacle, and even though it dropped, we just got a nice happy reset in there to get this kill onto Noka's Vi, who just holds on to the break, wants to have the Fury for Ekko instead.
Next up with a jab, just goes straight in for the 2H. Fury gets canceled, and with the connection on both, goes for the early Helmbreaker to restabilize both characters in. Super smart.
And now we get the throw here. Obelisk able to bait out the get-up attack from Noka. Wanted to take advantage of that Fury state in this last bit of active frames. Obelisk gonna get the knockdown here. And there it is again, this time in the corner, like you said, but we drop it yet again. Maybe it's Obelisk just going for like some cheeky resets to get the hit, but I wonder if he just level 1, level 3 there if it works.
That might have. Fortunately here, it's gonna be the retreating guard to try and get away. Quick little rip with the orb there. That's one of the strengths of the team for sure, is being able to find that one quick little open up, spend 2 meters and have full control as the Ahri, as that dash under 2H ends up working out. I see you all in the chat, by the way, talking about this. I do think that Freestyle probably has the higher ceiling, but if a player is very good at finding openings and winning neutral, then it potentially is just stronger for them to have double down to have the higher reward, right? Like it's, I think Obelisk plays the double down really well, and I think the Freestyle could work out, but I think for Obelisk playstyle, I like the double down, dude.
Yeah, but I do feel like double down has a potential to just be a win more kind of fuse, because generally, like, you need to hit the opponent first to get access to those situations where you're able to use the super DHCs and the tags while a super is out, depending on your characters. Whereas Freestyle just usually just gives you a lot more stability in neutral before you even commit to the bar. But like you said, Obelisk takes great advantage of it with a lot of the combo structure they have, as well as the Okazemi setups that Obelisk is able to find. He's gonna get the pickup here, tags back into the Illaoi. Hold on to the super here, just keeps Noka under duress with the strike.
trying to
Oh, a
super scout
bit of
there,
a
by
cursed
the way.
situation, but Obelisk will reset the break.
Ooh! Air throw works out, finds the touch. Ekko, terrifying spot now as we're gonna rip the super straight away. Orb connects and both clash off the fireball window. The Get Up attack saves us.
All right, 1v1 here. 2M from Illaoi. This might be dead, actually, if Obelisk can find the right extension, if you even need one. Yeah, the super assist. And you get the tentacles. I mean, I was thinking something into level 3, but combo drops the second hit of Helmbreaker, able to catch. Now Noka just might have an opportunity to steal the win right here, but Limit Strike will end the combo early. Get up attack, and we bait it perfectly.
Oh, with this round on the line too, trying to go for the aggressive option. I do respect it. Like I was saying before, I think it's good to check people on the execution sometimes just to make sure. But there, a tentacle gets spawned and the triple overhead finds the mark. Obelisk forces the breakout.
Level 1 comes through, and Obelisk actually able to just see the approaching Noka using that Illaoi level 1 in neutral. But now, think of this situation, right? Like, Obelisk now has no meter on either of his characters. Like, now you basically are playing without a fuse, and you have your entire team alive. So, this is one of the downsides of Double Down. We'll see if Noka's able to capitalize and take advantage of it. But Obelisk defense too clean. We read the command throw, jump out of it. Ahri now has a bar on deck. Illaoi about to get the same here.
Down, extra extension. I love the idea, so sick. And once again, this Ekko, I feel like has been playing solo for a majority of the game here. Hasn't quite gotten to see the teammates help. Even there with the boulder actually connecting, and Noka with the perfect confirm. Break actually has to come out from Obelisk, but it's not gonna matter as we just full send the Rekkas, dude.
Oh man, Obelisk just brawling in neutral so perfectly. He's on the verge of sending Noka out of this top 8 bracket at 7th place. Oh, with a Crater Maker, able to at least stop the approach. We punish the roll. Noka sets up, gets a cross-up jump too heavy with this Vi. Extends. Excellent synergy. Yo, the side swap sauce as well. Noka just playing this so cleanly. Limit Strike, though. Lay mash, but we don't get the confirm proxy.
Slid past and got the heavy. Break is applied. Here comes the super. Gonna try and go for the bionic arm through. Quick little interactions. Not gonna go their way. Noka moving a bit too fast.
Yeah, and Obelisk had the right idea going for that double down. You saved Ahri, but at the cost of Illaoi's own life. We get the hit right here, and yeah, we stood block. We saw Noka jump in the air. Might have anticipated being that 3M overhead, but Noka faked it out. Just flashback, got the low, and just like that, it is all tied up between these players.
What a bounce back, time and time again, from one of the sickest Ekko confirms I've seen off a random stray hit to being able to just control the pressure and the tempo of the match with the threat of the aggression from Vi. Here it is again off the tag, finds the low and extends it further. Ahri in a heap of trouble now.
Gonna get the Limit Strike knockdown set up for the Oki. We see the roll, but a little too late on the follow-up. Obelisk able to tech the throw. We get the grounded hit here, have Ahri in place. Break from Noka to end things. We go back to neutral.
Too far in the medium, still okay. We'll jump away. Fireball actually almost interrupts, but there up the Spirit Rush is able to... Dude, everything coming together, was so ready for every single portion of that combo, so practiced. And of course, because of the double down, every hit is enough when you've got these weird stray hits.
Yep, but again, now Obelisk does not have that super meter with Ahri available, so until she's able to start regenerating that with some limit strikes, we're not going to be able to see Obelisk tap into that fuse for the moment. But then again, you are able to put Noka into this 1v2 situation, so arguably you don't even need it. We get tagged. Beautiful full confirm, actually. Just enough hits done from that Ahri fireball to allow Obelisk to get the pickup, set up the tentacles. We go for the tag. A couple of parries. Noka now has 3 bars a meter. We get the air-to-air counter hit proxy. This is a big opportunity for Noka.
Goes for the jump away, though. Is trying to hard bait something here. That or an execution error. Either way, we'll never know. And it's not gonna matter as Obelisk still gets the pickup off the anti-air and leaves it down. But we've seen this once before. Obelisk has been able to establish the lead and not get the finish.
Down. Noka gonna get the knockdown here. Awkward rewind on that helm. Trade hits. Noka gets caught by the overhead. No confirm available for Obelisk. Again, just both sides getting these little stray hits. No confirms really coming through just yet. Maybe this is Obelisk's chance. Does get the setup right here.
Step away, tentacle slam just in time to be able to interrupt that charge S1. Not going to be a factor in the moment here as Ahri, I thought for sure we had a 2H dialed up.
But yeah, that air dash from Noka able to catch. We set up parry, but the overhead too quick for Obelisk counterattack to work in that situation. Noka just needs to find 2 more hits on this Illaoi. Now Obelisk has a decision to make. Do you spend this Fury in this round or hold on to it, break for the next round? I think unless you get the kill onto this Vi or Ekko, you hold on to Fury.
Push away, try to go for the jump out, throw comes through, and as you said, definitely saving the resources. No reason to try and be a hero. A round apiece. Obelisk, a slight advantage in the resources here, but Noka's momentum has been crazy. Every time we've gone down a round, the next 2 have been absolutely ridiculous.
The air arrow goes Noka's way. We get the pickup. Break comes through from Obelisk, so that resource is down now. Trying to play this slow, but Noka just able to control the entire screen, but we trade. Still looking for the next opportunity. Retreating guard is caught. Good defense again from Noka as Obelisk just not able to capitalize on these stray hits. Illaoi's getting mugged by Vi. Obelisk with a Spirit Rush again, scooping him.
Try to slide past, full charge. Ekko walking up. Oh, that just gets nothing forward. Unfortunately here, quick assist and 2 tentacles to work with now in the mix-up as we command the tentacle for the C. So smart to cancel out the auto-queued option there.
We try to chase, but we're just able to completely escape the Illaoi Okazemi there. We're coming through, full charge on the jump, and I like that choice, you know, just calling out Obelisk, which I think we saw like a push block attempt there, but because we left that gap, it was just an Illaoi assist that we were able to deal with. Now, Noka has the Oki, chases the roll, but not able to catch in time, actually. Retreating guard just to create more space. Spirit Rush to run away. Vi gets in. The command throw finally connects. Obelisk loses the Ahri. It's up to Illaoi, but you got Fury on your side.
Oh no, the Rekka was a great idea. Fury is going to come out just in time before the 2H connects, but it's not going to matter. On the dash underneath, Noka finds the 2H on the opposite side, and all of a sudden, Obelisk, it's a pixel maybe? And even if it's not a pixel, what can you do?
Well, we're going to find out right here. Get up attack again, trying to take advantage of that Fury run cancel option, but Noka just completely clears it with the jump, able to then immediately punish it.
He calling himself his clone is so disrespectful, bro, but I respect it. You know how it is. Off the rip, trying to find the jab, not quite able to, and on the other side, a similar situation. Definitely, you know, taking from the similar inspiration on that one. As the medium ends up missing out, dashes a little too close to the sun, and isn't quite spaced out right to be able to get the anti-air we were looking for.
Yeah, immediate catch on that low. I think Apology Boy was trying to parry high to deal with the Time Winder, but when you do that, you open yourself up to getting blown up by an immediate low as well, and Bleed calling that out, so trying to tell Apology Boy, don't parry my Time Winders, you will suffer every time. But just, that's the answer, is you parry the Time Winder, then you parry the low by chaining it immediately afterwards, so.
Okay, Tentacle actually gets consumed there. It thinks it has to OTG in that moment. It doesn't quite work out. Here it is, doubling up, being able to go for the standard confirm, but no 2H, doesn't actually hit the Time Winder.
Down. Apology Boy, gonna get a big confirm right here. Able to take down Oni Bleed's Ekko, but you're leaving his Illaoi alive at half HP. This round ain't over yet. Trust me.
Doubling up with the tags there, puts us in kind of a weird position. Every single overhead has been blocked as far as the Illaois go, but this time the neutral jump is gonna be able to bait things out perfectly.
Extensions as well, using that super Ekko assist. And now it's a 1v1 Illaoi on Illaoi. Excuse me, Ekko on Illaoi. Looking at the wrong life bar sometimes. Nah, Bleed. Nah, Bleed! Ah!
Oh my god, bro. And that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Bleed with the follow-up and the finish. Couple bags for good measure. It's a round in their favor. That's evil, bro.
It's round 1 of Winners Final. Game 1 of Winners Final. We're opening up with the bag on your clone. I mean, it's like Jango Fett looking at one of those stormtrooper bros like, you ain't me. You wish you were me.
Quick couple slams through to be able to finish up on the kill.
Too clean. Break comes through. Nice parry on that, so we were able to reset the nooch. Retreating guard caught. Not able to get it confirmed, though, just a little too far away.
Ooh. We'll open up with the jab. Working through. Is going to be able to get the quick little pickup one more time. And chooses not to spend the meter for the rock bottom. Instead, it's just going to run down. Holds the dash macro. Can't quite work out. The Apology Boy, instead of teching the throw, we just hold up.
Yeah, taking a page out of Bleed's book, right? Like, I mean, earlier we saw Apology Boy try to tech a throw on a run-up, and Bleed just jump baited it, was able to get a huge amount of damage. So Apology Boy trying to adjust the defensive choices, not fall prey to that one. Able to take the turn back thanks to the plus frames the Tentacles gave us. 1v1 again. Illaoi versus Ekko. Bleed got the advantage of it previously. Apology Boy's got Fury. Don't get it baited this time.
Screen guards, make some room for yourself. Super assist on the other side. Actually clears out. Goes about equal.
5M from the Illaoi. And Bleed actually wants to make a point, willing to spend the Fury right here, and the Apology Boy just going to run up, get the jab, counter hitting Bleed. So now it's Apology Boy going into this final round with a break advantage.
And I know on that one, Bleed was like, he's not like that. I got this. Opportunity there as we were looking for the throw, missed times, and unfortunately, as Apology Boy gonna get that early open up, an early limit strike. No, never mind. Instead, Illaoi for the damage, as well as the potential for C's.
Oh, but look at that Bleed. So aware of what Illaoi wants to do after that command throw, right? Like, did a super jump to get as high as possible, delayed the air dash just to make sure that a 2H whiffed. We're sandwiching him through, but the mix doesn't quite connect. Again, we're able to escape. Apology Boy just completely disengaging. What a masterful escape. And actually, it's Bleed doing all the work, getting the next hit. I need to keep track of who's who, chat. I'm getting mixed.
Again, with the tentacle still behind us. Oh, and freestyle privilege. You got to remember in moments like that, when both characters are on the screen, you have like, what, like 20 something frames to be able to react? The good players are always going to be able to get there.
All right, Bleed. Both characters near full life. We check the Ekko assist call immediately. Apology Boy got a lot of work cut out for himself, though. He's just going to disengage, play this slow, try to create the mix. And I love that, just handshake tag back, just saying, like, I don't want to mess with any of this situation. I got the life lead. Let me just play it slower. Finds the hit. And it looks like the original is going to take the lead here in this set.
Probably early start to it for sure. JustCapitalB coming through, by the way, with the sub. Good to see you, homie. Thank you very much. Round start, tentacle slam, got them both, looks for the tag, and dude, the timing on it is just so crucial. We'll set things up very well. Saul to take a break coming out, knew there's gonna be an opportunity for some block stun there, was never ready for the throw.
Ooh, just shy of able to run and debate that break. We respect the rewind pressure. The parry just not close enough to that Illaoi assist to reach, so Bleed gonna lose a bar meter, about to have one on deck again for Ekko, so now the end of the word. Get that little link right there, but the tentacle not in place actually for a throw reset. Apology Boy caught again.
Yeah, things get a bit dire once again. Here we go. Super time winder. Damage adding up, and of course, being able to bring it through. Listen, you don't always need double down to fit the two supers. There are other ways.
Yeah. I generally wonder if that's something that Riot would consider removing from Ekko in the patch on Tuesday, getting rid of his ability to sort of escape the super lockout when he does rewind, but that's a question for another day. We do get the cross up here from Bleed. Gonna send Apology Boy back into these long Bleed combos. Excellent cancel, just showcasing such mastery of Ekko. The level 1 is going to be enough. I mean, after all, it's a train. It's a level 3 in disguise.
It's too much. Listen, I'm an Illaoi player, and I hate to tattle on myself. It's too much. It's like,
high key.
pick up the jab, got them both. The break has to be spent.
Let's take the launch right here. Pushing Apology Boy into this corner. Full launch and pickup. Again, just keeping the one tentacle, not spending that meter on the super. Handshake tags come on through. We get a counter hit. Just run up and reset Apology Boy with the throw.
Little freestyle swap for fans. All good there. Finds the throw. Oh, actually, the tech just barely. It was late enough to where the animation almost started. God damn.
That's pretty crazy. And I love that, again, showcasing the power of freestyle, right? Able to just jump in and then go, you know what? I don't like this jump. I'm going back to full screen with my other character. So, again, you just see that consistent versatility of the freestyle fuse to just sort of rewind back to our earlier conversation about double down versus freestyle and now bleed. He will take, yet again, another character lead. Apology Boy trying to find the next opportunity, forced to block out this Illaoi, and again, and you just reset? No, level 3, right? Nah, okay, short combo and then whatever super you need.
Second game on the board, looking good for bleed.
I just saw Twitch chat. Yeah, I see how it is.
Oh,
Moving on to center.
damn.
I don't want to play with you anymore. Drops his Illaoi figure.
Quick slam, not gonna work out. Dash heavy, nowhere near close enough. And of course, the great equalizer, sending the Helmbreaker.
Can rewind right there as well. Trying to push the turn, setting up all kinds of Oki. We get some sort of cross-up, I think, just using the tentacle follow-up. Apology Boy's gonna hold the entire combo. Has break in the back pocket. Just goes to the block. Still defending against this pressure. Techs the throw at the perfect moment as well.
Ooh, that's one of the only weaknesses of this composition. Is not a good way to pick up things like that. Not gonna matter here though, as off the break, ends up getting the trade, finds the hit on the spin out. Bleed. Interactions just going so heavily in their favor, especially now as you bait out the 2H. What is this drift he's going for?
And look at this. I mean, Bleed not even bothering to finish these combos, just more than happy to just chase a reset, adding on the mental damage. I mean, it's no surprise why across their 5 encounters across various tournaments, Bleed has won every single set. Not only that, across all 5 of those games, Apology Boy has only taken a single game from Bleed. Every other game was just 3-0, 2-0 in Bleed's favor.
Now get the lockdown. Thought maybe the time winder was going to deter, but knew the timer well. Wasn't too worried about it, as unfortunately it doesn't fall into the time winder the way they normally do in that confirm.
Apology Boy finds an opportunity though. He's trying to fight back. Get the knockdown with Limit Strike. Time winder Oki chasing a back roll. Dodges the wake up attack. Rather the wake up jab from Bleed. So now it's 1v2 for Ekko here, but I mean, Bleed could still do this. Oh god.
Oh, this one I think is gonna go a bit too sideways. I think Ekko's definitely good, but
Simple little throw pickup. We try to get the air-to-air with RS2. Jump up. Chasing. 2H does connect from Apology Boy. This should be a round on the board for him. Can he convert it into a game?
a slight lead when it comes to the resources as well. Round start, just dashes straight on forward, tries to commit. Fortunately, one tentacle had already been spawned, so the OTG helps us out. You just S1?
That's insane. Oh, freestyle slot.
Bro.
And the air throw as well. Apology Boy way too high in the air to really find another option to escape. It's up to his Illaoi. You block the overhead attempt, but another one? Oh no, bleed. Bleed. Oh, big happy birthday opportunity. And Apology Boy says, I can air throw reset you too. We get the next hit. No level 1 super. Could have been the kill. Oh, the S2 though.
Old pass around the throw, has a tentacle for the pickup there. Oh no, and for Apology Boy, it's looking like it might just be over. Break has been taken, applies the install just because.
It's like maximum damage here. All the meters spent is only bleed. 3-0's Apology Boy to advance on to grand finals and extends the head-to-head record to 6-0. Last two North American players in the bracket potentially, and it's France versus Argentina as Yosep and Noka take to the rift.
right off. You can see he gets the charge up, gets the hit, but unfortunately that's not the legal man. The pin means nothing. Teemo finds the hit and is able to open it up on the other side. Starts from the frying pan was definitely looking good. Got the hit, but again, similar situation. Not connecting on the legal player. Looks for the run up and was trying to find the jab. Noka, defense holds up. Okay. Charges up, couldn't quite work out. Thought the mushroom was gonna be able to save us. The dart anti-airs and almost gets it with the quick little slingshot afterwards. Unfortunately, twice in a row things don't go their way. Noka on the offense once again, and the tag launcher seems to be imminent, but instead he doesn't even need to go for the launcher. Works out bringing in the Vi off the tag. So Illaoi, definitely not the situation you want to see for yourself here, but with that Fury pop, we've got a chance. Oh my, never mind, no chance, my bad. Quick little pop over, ends up working out perfectly. 1 meter, and that's all she wrote. First round on the board for Noka. One of the weird things about this team, unfortunately, is that on hits like that, Illaoi doesn't get too much. Illaoi, to be very prosperous, Illaoi a lot of times needs to be hitting an opponent who has their feet on the ground. Because you can see even there, finds the hit, doesn't get too much. Well, I mean, with the tentacle it helps, but on the more standard touches.
All right, now that I returned, see that Yosep is under a bit of duress here from Noka. Chases the roll beautifully thanks to that rewind. Gonna get the extension. Adding on that time winder. Should be a tag launcher, I imagine, at some point. Ah, no, it's Vi with the OTG. Another viable way to route this out.
Parachutes on in. Try and make a move. Unfortunately, a little too far. The high man still all right, though, as we jump away.
Trying to find the next opportunity here is Yosep just going to set up the army of beehives. Nicolas Cage's nightmare.
That's always the number one thing you want to do. Just try and move that set of projectiles a little bit farther forward each time. Eat that real estate up. Eventually force your opponent into the corner.
Ooh, trying to chase. Retreating guard there from Noka. We do get sniped. Yosep just going to take a little bit of damage. Nothing too major there yet. The Vi assist gets caught, and Noka is going to get caught up on a happy birthday, forcing him to break right now. Yosep going to have the resource advantage if we see the next round. Tech on the command throw.
One uses the dart. So cool, calm, and collected on the way we answer that Vi attempt, as well as the low getting found, but wasn't ready for the confirm, it seems. Luckily, though, with the burning bush, is able to just hide away.
I mean, it's crazy that Yosep, despite not really getting any long combos, has been able to just slowly chip away at Noka's life bar and even just kill that Vi on that last interaction. Another connection with the Illaoi assist. Noka trying to close this gap and get right on through. Going into the dart super. Gonna push Noka back. Adding on some chip damage. And Stabby Duck comes through with a rate of 7, but Noka finds the way through. There's only 8 seconds left on the clock proxy. 7 right now. Yosep at the advantage on life. Gets thrown yet again. Still at an advantage. You have to level 3 here as Noka, and that is going to be the round and the game 1 over to Noka. Absolutely insane.
Yeah, it was a situation where on that first knockdown, I was thinking maybe Yosep was going to be willing to spend the resource there, because as the time ticks down, you know, things get a little bit more desperate. I think a lot of people in those spots aren't quite ready to deal with the more aggressive options, because I think a lot of people in that moment are like, I just have to block whatever it takes as long as I don't take damage. So they usually play a little more adverse, I feel like.
Yeah, maybe Yosep just played it a little too slow there. But alas, I mean, Noka, again, I mean, brilliant way to maneuver around all of the projectiles. I mean, Yosep was shooting every dart, summoning the tentacles. The sky was covered, the ground was covered, and yet Noka was like the Millennium Falcon, perfectly navigating through the interior of the Death Stars. Now, Yosep back to the wall. Noka trying to make this run into losers final.
Full pass and got the hit on the full charge up. Didn't quite get it back into the corner, but it's still okay. Noka the mix-up here on the run-up. Not going to find much. And as you see, Yosep was waiting for him to go for something aggressive on the air situation. Noka just goes for the hop and confirms it perfectly. Does it all work out? It absolutely does. That was so sick. Oh my god.
Phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I mean, Noka demonstrating why he is such a potent talent in fighting games. And now Yosep gonna try to give her a little break bait right there, but Noka just waits out, gets the right opportunity, gets the next hit. Should be a limit strike knockdown here. Into the super. Running low, we just defend. Yosep holding on to this one. Push block completely negated by the rewind. But Noka not able to get the combo. We jump over the throw attempt. Get our own.
Doesn't able to jump in. Not able to find much. Doesn't charge the S1 nearly as much as we thought we needed to. Rolls past, but we're shooting at the clone. So smart, knowing the rewind was a possibility.
Oh, no whiff punish on that, but now Yosep able to get the confirms from that Illaoi assist. Has 3 bars of super. Do you spend it here? Yes, and I agree with it too. Noka has proven how potent he is with his full team alive, and especially just with Ekko by himself. So get the guaranteed kill right here. You got plenty of meter on the Teemo in the back pocket to try and close out the kill on this Vi.
With that one connection, just rips the super. No need to overcomplicate it or do too much.
All right, Yosep getting around on the board. Spending 6 meters a little differently from Bleed earlier. 2x assist from Yosep, gonna be able to catch. But we were hitting the Vi. It was Ekko who's the point character. Noka now tries to set up the layers here, able to jump in and escape. What beautiful navigation against that dart assist from Teemo.
We'll reposition and find the whiff punish there. Serving a bit of breakfast there. Strike complicates things a lot. The resources are looking good and the spacing is looking even better. The darts are absolutely ridiculous here as the OTG 2M finds the mark, and Noka, despite being on set point, is punching from the ropes now.
2H from Illaoi, not quite going to catch, but that J2H from Vi does. Noka gonna be able to get a long combo, taking Yosep coast to coast. Now we got the corner knockdown here. Just keeping things nice and tight. Trying to get the air to air here. The super time winder assist able to catch. Now Noka not able to bait up that get up attack. Gets caught by the 2x assist again from Illaoi. We'll pick up a confirm here. Yosep gonna drop the level 3, just trying to do as much damage to Noka before that fury is built.
Situation's dire after the super. Anything will do it from this point here. Goes for the C's, much too far.
Oh, but there it is, the S1 forward S1 Rekka, just deleting the time winder, catching that Vi vault breaker, and just like that, Yosep forces a game 3 situation to determine who is going to advance in the losers final to take on Apology Boy.
Definitely right on the cusp. Off the store, gets them both, gets the pull down and extra extensions there. There's where you can find that charge heavy in some of these confirms. A couple places where it's not too bad to be able to incorporate.
But just like that, as soon as Yosep gets the advantage, Noka finds a way to squirm his way out of the corner and take the turn back. We could see a tag launcher here. No, we just take the limit strike. Make sure we got plenty of meter, and there it is. Yosep, even though we've seen Noka be able to dodge those get up attacks, sometimes you don't do it every time. So Yosep still willing to go for that choice.
Oh my god, the mortar strike. The super outwards use of the slingshot. I like the idea there.
We try to get that anti-air shot, and yo, the undrop, but Noka not even ready for that situation. Just gets to reset, loses the Ekko. We're gonna see the S1's gonna hit the Teemo, but there's Illaoi waiting, saying, "What are you doing to my friend?"
Smart to wait too, just in case, because there are some hitboxes in this game that are definitely a little crazy, a little questionable. So no reason to try and go for anything weird while the potentially extended hitbox is hitting your Teemo.
And And there it is, yeah, just quick, simple chip kill. Noka would have had to have been ready to parry low in that instance. But then you're just playing with a Miracle Pixel, you know, Fury nowhere near in sight. You might as well just run next round and not let Yosep generate more break gauge.
The timing was definitely good. Noka got electrics at 6 a.m.
Who knows, maybe he's a night owl, you know, just, you know, this is like his 7 in the afternoon. Ooh, I thought we had a break bait right there, but oh, Helmbreaker is gonna come through.
Overhead flip pass. Situation. Yeah, got the throw.
And thanks to that Vi assist, you're actually able to get meaningful confirms off of that Ekko throw without having a charged after image in place. Noka takes down the Teemo. It's up to Illaoi, but you got Fury. And Yosep does have the round advantage, so it's not do or die just yet for our Argentinian player.
Casual little jump away. Takes the hit on the Time Winder. So the standing medium gets the open up. It's low-key winnable all of a sudden.
What a confirm, though, from Noka.
Oh, and that, feeling a little winnable. Unfortunately, it's going down the toilet now, it seems. Denting blows, gets the limit strike for the extra bit of resources here, and now Yosep feels like it's just a matter of time. Unless...
Motion gonna be whiff punished, as it is final game, final round between our two players playing halfway across the world with each other. Who's gonna advance on to take on our final competitors of the evening? Yosep starting off with a good throw. Gets the full conversion thanks to the tentacles. Not quite able to get that tentacle link, but perfectly spaced to bait a get up attack. Noka has to spend the break now.
And the darts completely eating up the Time Minders, as well as being able to find the follow-up afterwards. Doesn't believe in the hit, so goes for the charge up there. Quick little reposition, and unfortunately, the Illaoi assist goes wide.
Teemo coming on through. Illaoi says gonna get the double down. We got the tentacle in place, just keeping Noka under plus frames. And Noka just advanced, doesn't even worry about dealing with the tentacle, wants to deal with the source of the problem, this Illaoi. Full combo here, Yosep still holding on to that break. Limit strike time. The get up attack again working from Yosep. Oh, we get caught though!
Yeah, a little orbital hitbox working out perfectly. 2H cuts it short. Here we go.
Bioki, the overhead comes through. Yosep finds the break to keep the Teemo alive. We jump, and we were ready for that jump in. Yosep had the air throw, had the tentacle on the ground as well. Noka's aggressive play coming back to bite him, as all of a sudden Yosep has the character lead. But I mean, this is enormous amount of life on the Ekko. Fury nearly generated as well. Definitely doable for Noka.
Two-touch game, though. The scary part is, okay, up the throw. Gonna go for the install straight away. Rolls past, and the ankles get absolutely shattered. And that lead, all of a sudden, is looking like a massive deficit here as the extra extension to keep corner. Noka has the Fury and has the big advantage, but that advantage almost gets denied immediately.
Setting up the tentacles. Yosep more than happy to try and play the clock here. Just trying to find some stray hits, but with Noka and Fury, you're not getting any chip damage on this because he's regenerating any gray life. But all of a sudden, Yosep finds a huge hit. Slowly starting to chip away at this Ekko, but the wake up get up attack from Fury. The 3M overhead missing because Yosep was still invincible on wake up. Able to escape. No connection just yet. 11 seconds on the clock, Broxy. Yosep gets the next hit. He's just trying to apply some damage, but Ekko still has the life lead.
Opportunity now, though. Goes for the rolling attack and is going to cancel in with the darts. Darts chip, I think, are going to add up just enough. It's going to be very close, and all of a sudden, it's not so close. Noka runs into the super assist, and that's the finish. The timeout goes to Yosep. Duo as well, because Sonic and Inzem, when they play it, show off some of very cool tech, like being able to dash forward while you call that back assist and being able to, like, puppet the darts. You know, Teemo still got some life in him, as much as I don't like it. I mean, he's still here.
Right, that's kind of like the thing, like, every time a character's been nerfed, it's like, yeah, they lost some tools, but there's still so much that's strong with them, like, very evidently. I mean, everyone was like, oh, Teemo's dead when he got his various, like, bug fixes and some changes as well across a few patches, and then there was, like, two of those bastards in that top 8 at Frosty Fousings between Globo and Inzum. So like, the character's not dead, and I think that Riot doesn't want to make a habit of nerfing the character so hard they just disappear from top level play. They're just trying to find ways to say, you shouldn't do this. This isn't what we intended you to do. So let's try and tone down that strength and maybe introduce a few more weaknesses. Because as much as I've seen like my boy, oh man, why am I blanking on it right now? Broski, there it is. Meme about, oh thank God for more whiff recovery on Yasuo's 5M. I've been killed for that shit. I've been killed for whiffing that move. Like, makes a little difference, but if I don't whiff in the first place, then yeah, I get the sentiment.
Quick turnaround there as we were looking for the jab. Decent push block to be able to save some space. And once again, the mortar fire of that very upward slingshot. Not going to matter, though, as Illaoi goes for the super and leaves us down to just a pixel. But with a counter swing at the perfect timing, able to open it back up.
Yosep finding a hit with the slingshot. Fairly close to building up that dark badge. But look at this, the level 3 on the gap. Yosep just identifying what Apology Boy wanted to do and said, don't give me a gap. Otherwise, you're getting bombed.
See, 34 in chat, a ball knower. Fetus, I don't dislike Teemo. I don't dislike Yordles. I dislike Teemo. Poppy's cool. Rumble's cool. There's a lot of cool This is not the cool Yordle, man. Don't play with me.
Cool Yordle. Yeah, Rumble
Nice
will go
jab,
so
though.
hard in this game. High key.
Rumble be safe.
Rumble is
Nice
so
quick
popular.
attention there, though. We're going to set the knockdown one more time.
Nice jump. And I love the float there, too. Just baiting out Apology Boy's quick trigger finger with that 2H. Yosep setting up the mushrooms again. Immediate hit results in Apology Boy breaking. Not quite able to find a whiff punish on that 5M, but there we go. Yosep gets the next hit on Apology Boy. Has the dart badge fully built up, so now you got that poison ticking away at Ekko's life bar.
Okay. Ends up surviving that. What an air throw! Even with the startup of the Helmbreaker, he had the cricket bat behind his head, ready to bring it down. What a throw from Yosep there.
What a punish as well from Yosep right there. Just so far in absolute control. You know, just still riding this hot streak on this loser side run into this top 8. The level 3 is going to come through. I think Apology Boy's Illaoi does survive this.
I believe so, but I mean, the real thing here is that Teemo's the type of character that puts so much pressure on your life bar when you get to these late stage situations. So even with that super assist, everything that just happened, I don't think Teemo's too stressed in the slightest. The moment there's space, just lets the darts rip, calls that assist, knowing we could potentially call it a second time and be able to get into blocks done. Teemo, it's well worth it, even if it's not going to kill, to just spend that meter to put the pressure on your opponent. You do a lot of psychic damage from knowing that you're from getting 2H. That's what does the psychic damage.
Oh my God. I mean, starting off a round like this, starting to worry for our boy Apology Boy, but Jinx, you owe me a fan asking in Twitch chat, does this game have chip kill? And yeah, very much so. So that's like a very spooky situation, and Teemo probably one of the better characters in taking advantage of that just because of the nature of his zoning. As well as Illaoi, actually. Like, this team could do a lot of chip damage if you get the right situations. I like the jump out from Yosep, just disengaging instead of trying to 2H the situation, just playing it pretty safe and conservatively in a lot of situations. Perfectly timed break. The Illaoi will take some of that super damage. Teemo forced to block. Oh, but we get whiff punished here. And now, Apology Boy able to get some momentum for himself.
That's how you get yourself back into the game. Get a little extra extension. Level 3 not quite available yet. Gonna go to rock bottom though as we take a step back. Okay. Push block timing, but it doesn't quite escape us from the mess that we've created. 5 tentacles to have to deal with on the last swings.
Pressure, Yosep able to endure. Did lose the Teemo because the assist was out. S2 is interrupted. Apology Boy has 3 bars of meter on both characters, but doesn't have an assist, so you're not going to really be able to get a tag unless you just go for tag launcher here into the Illaoi level 3 to end this. Oh, I'm looking the wrong side. It's Yosep with the 3 bars of both characters. Excuse me, chat.
There's the throw though into the corner. OTG with the super assist behind it. The AC 130 doing a hell of a lot of chip, but we do manage to get the tag, and with exactly enough time for a time winder to get let loose, we're able to save the day for ourselves. Apology Boy trying to fight back.
Let me get the jump in. Just gonna get the extension going into that super mushroom super. Gets the pickup. Still extending this combo. Let the mushroom do the work. Now you got the mushroom badge online, actually. Yosep typically getting that dark badge. Finally gets a mushroom badge. Apology Boy just gonna let the Illaoi die, it seems. You don't want to invest the break here. I think he's maybe waiting to spend it on a Fury comeback if he's able to get the right hits and circumstance, or just wants to wait for the next round that would come about if Yosep wins this round.
Parries the first dart, doesn't want to go too deep on the mix up there. Jumps in, but lands into a mushroom, which unfortunately is going to lead to us being stuck to the ground. It's going to leave Yosep to be able to get aggressive, and off of that aggression, it's going to be a kill. Round apiece once again, but with this being losers finals, we are back into the long sets here. So just even if Apology Boy were to lose, this still has some time to be able to adapt.
I might be tripping, but I think I saw at the end of that level 1 super, Apology Boy got a limit strike from the level 1. I'm like, hold up, that can't be right. But we are progressing. Apology Boy had max break gauge, so it wouldn't have made a difference there. Oh, baited on the break does make a difference here, though. As is that parry.
The pass on the overhead, 2 tentacles to be able to work with here. Of course, again, for anybody that does not know how that works, so if you do something that will queue an action up for a tentacle, if you cancel that with Illaoi manually inputting something, it will delete whatever it was supposed to do automatically and take Illaoi's command first. So people see that tentacle slam, they expect a strike, Illaoi cancels it with a command throw, so you're left blocking and you just get gripped.
Dagger pressure here. We do push him back. We do get caught. Ekko not able to convert from that OTG situation. Trying to jump in on this Teemo, and I think we just baited out a throw. It wasn't a punish hit from what I could tell, but Apology Boy going to be able to take out this Teemo and potentially tie up our game count if you just find one more hit onto Yosep's Illaoi here.
Try to rip the record right away. Nice little retreating guard. What a Yosep's defense. Crazy work on that one.
Absolutely phenomenal, but the throw a little too far away as Apology Boy's throw able to grab the extended throw box from Yosep, and that means we are tied up in losers final, 1 apiece. I'm also seeing that the Twitch chat heavily favoring Yosep on the little leaderboard here. 66% of y'all think Yosep's got this. Damn. At least you want him to.
Pulled it out, went for the slam, doesn't quite connect. Dart left it a touch too high, but still open up on the other side, forces the interaction with the break, and Yosep might be in a similar situation where we're gonna have to spend it early.
Oh, we were able to get the opening with the overhead. Yosep does spend the break. Now we're trying to play neutral. The S1 does trade with the 5 heavy hitbox of Apology Boy. Oh, we thought that overhead was going to work. We followed up with a level 1, and that means Illaoi is taking a bunch of damage.
Oh, yeah, what feels like it's got to be an execution error puts us in such a weird position now. Looks for the step back and just tags. Brings in the Teemo to try and do the dirty work, but unfortunately he's not going to get the chance. Here it is once again with the rock bottom as it is able to connect. 2 mids from the tentacles find the mark.
Oh, the dart assist. Well timed from Yosep after we sandwich Apology Boy by jumping over him. Gonna get the full pickup into a knockdown. Keeping things tight. Good air juggles, just adding on some block stun.
Okay, gets to the ground in time. I thought maybe, just maybe, we were about to watch the movie, but it's all good.
Oh yeah, good for Yosep. But we get a huge pickup. Luckily for Apology Boy, Illaoi was too low on life to endure any longer. So now Ekko's just gonna come in, hit to his name. AC-130's dropping the bombs. You can't escape to the skies. Blackbird's up there, man, and they got that radar on.
The air throw, save the day. They'll jump out and 2x assist, looking good. I think a lot of people forget because Illaoi is incredible with freestyle, as most characters are, but she is a very, very good 2x assist character. Her forward assist moving her so far forward, as well as being able to activate tentacles herself with the back assist while she's not on point. Pretty cool.
Yeah, plus when you do that follow-up, like you mentioned, with the back assist, you actually get like a launch. Normally, if she's on point and she's able to link like an S2 into an S1, you just get like a grounded situation. But with the assist, you actually pop the opponent up, and you're able to get extensions either with her or with your other character. And now Yosep, feeling the pressure as Apology Boy, able to finally get in, put this Teemo down in the corner, just holds on to the tentacle, sees, not use, instead it's the strike, and so Yosep has to spend the break. Slingshot comes through, Apology Boy spends the Fury now, does not want to let Yosep take a 2-1 lead in the set.
Fury gas cancel with the tentacle already, and again, the overheads are connecting so effectively with the super assist behind it. Gonna spend that 1 bar to take the finish here, and Yosep all of a sudden in a very tough position.
Check, we get a big jump in Apology Boy, clean movement finding that overhead. Makes the comeback with the raid boss Illaoi. Going into the final round of game number 2 to see who takes a set lead here.
Remember though, that was at the cost of the Fury here, as we're gonna get the connection on the air-to-air. What a stop. Tentacle Bond and just finds the jab, but no, the tentacle much too far for the command throw.
Hate to see that, we just misjudged it, and because of it, Apology Boy now able to get a conversion here, putting Yosep towards the player 2 corner. You rolled forward, you still got caught, you thought that you might side swap, so your guard was going in the other direction. And Apology Boy not even really concerned about this break, because Yosep's just holding on to it all the way through.
All right, solo Tito, let's get it. Still got Fury, still got a chance, 1.5 bars. Looking for the whip punish on the Rekka.
Just not quite able to find it, but we get the interception on the Ekko. Unfortunately, no major confirm from it. We have a couple of the beehives trying to take control of the space. Illaoi assist does reach. Now we're just trying to set up shop. You got 75 seconds, and you can actually take this fairly slow, as Yosep more than content to just try and bait Apology Boy in, but Apology Boy's got the life lead. Not trying to get in, but just like that, you overextended. That could have been a dead Ekko, but fortunately for Apology Boy, combo drops, and Yosep forced to again find another opportunity.
Air and cancels it out. Perfect timing there. Once again, tend to be full screen, set things up. Mushroom after mushroom, utilizing the slingshot as well. The projectile game so difficult to deal with here as Apology Boy, content to try and sit on the lead for as long as possible.
Ooh, we teleported through, but we get caught. The Fury is spent by Yosep. Now you got to take advantage of it right now. And I've also realized that Apology Boy's Ekko has not had any meter throughout that entire exchange, so no wonder you're seeing so much Illaoi assist calls, because there was no opportunity for Apology Boy to react to that and parry it with the Ekko. We're able to burn through all of the level 2 supers from Illaoi, but the Helm Breaker breaking open Teemo's adorable little bughead. As Apology Boy gonna get the next combo, we get the link. Setting things up.
The bee costume, I don't think gives us very much protection here.
Nah, it's like you brought pajamas to war, and yeah, look at this. This is unwinnable at this point. 5 seconds left on the clock. So much life here. Yosep just trying to send out a level 3 to do something, and yeah, both players know it.
Yeah, at that point, the level 3 connects, and then I think that there's maybe like a double reset angle, but I don't think there was a way at that point. 2-1, Apology Boy. Recognizing the situation, getting yourself into the spot. Straight off the rip, is able to find the hit off the Helmbreaker. That is a 2M for Illaoi to find the mark.
All right, now Yosep under duress as Apology Boy coasting on that momentum. No confirm from that tentacle strike. 2H, but we get the tag. We try to get the parry. It's a scramble here, Proxy, as everybody's spending all their resources. Apology Boy with the parry, has no meter on the Ekko. Yosep spent the break earlier. Apology Boy does have access to break, spends it now to bring in the Illaoi.
Darts were a good idea, but Rekka 1 is an even better one as Apology Boy brute forces the situation so effectively. And again, it's just utilizing that. On the other side, Yosep trying to have similar success, but can't quite. Apology Boy with the tag, and with the 2H to follow as well.
Level 1, Apology Boy now at set point, set to get the run back against, well, the man that he's a clone of, according to him.
I say, chat, that was mutually assured teabags. That game was over, and they both were they were like, that was the okay, I see you.
Right, it's like, yeah, you know, we don't need to do this. We don't need to be sweaty like that.
3 seconds left. I'm gonna check Twitter. I'm gonna stretch my hands. Got the 2M there though. Very nice. Apology Boy back in the mix as we're able to optimize with the jump loop.
Apology Boy not able to chase that roll, but does catch the Teemo assist call. Pushing ourselves back as Yosep giving up a lot of ground. Mirror matches. JS2 at the same time, no doubt. Oh, the Illaoi Rekka able to clear things. Full screen S2 snipes out the Teemo. This time the air-to-air goes Yosep's way. Able to get the confirm and extension with Illaoi. Beautiful routing around that assist. Drop, reset. You don't get much for it. 5M connects, no confirm.
Uh-oh, this is where it gets messy, and that's like one of the first times we've really gotten to see Teemo run that mix in the set so far. Finally able to get something rolling. It's kind of like you pointed out earlier, it's been a lot of individual hits for Teemo. We haven't had a lot of like rolling offense so far, but Yosep finally getting to show some of it here.
Gonna grab this. Dump the super meter right here as well for the Oki. And just backdash immediate down S2, but Yosep not able to get the full pickup right here. We didn't get a counter hit, so we didn't have the extra hit stun from that down S2, but doesn't matter. Yosep finds the next hit with the Teemo, confirming it, as it feels like the Teemo finally coming online with some of these confirms, leading to longer damage combos, and even potentially some Okazemi situations where we're able to actually get a mix-up. Backdashing the Hellbreaker, again, mirror matching, bro.
Dude, almost had it. Dude, the grand jackpot was right at the tip of his fingers, but the 2M finds the 1 this time. We'll take what we can get.
Got the mushrooms in play. We chase the air tech as well, and we have the tag back into Teemo. And another one!
The reset's absolutely flowing right now. Dashes up and goes for the heavy. Was trying to meet him air to air. The tag into the parry. Saw the attempt at the swing coming through and knew he had time to be able to get a little more aggressive.
Bring him down. Again, just playing the slow. Stagger pressure here. Apology Boy does have access to that push block. Doesn't actually use it there. Would have been able to just deal with the high low thanks to the fact that once you use it, you are invincible to high lows. But Yosep gonna force Apology Boy to break. Doesn't want to go to a game 5 situation. Not able to get the confirm, and Teemo falls down. It's losers final, and it is going to final game here, y'all.
Yeah, taking it down to the absolute wire. And this round, I wonder who they're both gonna start. Around the rim.
Back up. It's a happy birthday immediately for Yosep. Illaoi able to stabilize. And a break at the top ropes from Apology Boy. Does not want to give Yosep any more unnecessary damage. We check the Teemo assist. Trying to keep the pressure on. Helmbreaker into the S2. Teemo not getting caught, so it's no happy birthday for Apology Boy.
And put him in an okay spot to be able to make some room for himself, but unfortunately here it's going to be the command of motion to be able to find the touch. Looks for the air-to-air, but Illaoi pretty good in those situations, especially if she's already beaten you to the spot.
Great defense again from Yosep, though, but Apology Boy able to get the whiff punish. Medium starter as well. You got the assist call online. You could extend this and get the kill, I'm pretty sure.
I think it's certainly going to be enough here, and only needs to spend the 1 bar. Good presence of mind and good, I guess, restraint to not just rip the level 3.
Yeah, you know the damage. I mean, you did rip the level 3. You know, that level 1's a level 3. We talked about that. Apology Boy now keeping Yosep under pressure. Long block string incoming until we sneak in that command throw. And now Yosep gonna hold on to this Fury. Just give Apology Boy the round.
Yosep down to the wire, has to make a play here. Ground start's gonna back off once again. Both players willing to cede space in the early stages. Was looking for the darts for the anti-air. It's not gonna matter though as we go for the dash up and just find the low.
This is nice because Yosep's gonna be able to build up both the dart badge as well as that mushroom badge from this combo, helping Teemo catch up from really his lack of participation in the previous round. So a little more than 3/4 of the way to that dart badge. What an air throw reset again from Yosep. They have been huge so far in these last 2 games.
Still not enough of that one though. We're just gonna tag straight back into the Teemo here. Okay, slingshot pretty good too.
And what a chip kill actually from Yosep, just identifying that Apology Boy's Ekko was low enough on life that we didn't need to force a mix, just take this pressure. Now we're trying to do the same thing here to Apology Boys Illaoi. Good block on that overhead, but there's so many coming your way. And now the poison badge for the darts is online, Proxy.
Yeah, when you block the first overhead, you find out the mix-up has 17 more. It's a little unfortunate as we're stuck against the wall. Opportunity with the assist to find the mark. Fury is available, but we should certainly save it. It's going to be down to the final game, final round, all the way to the wire, as it should be.
It's like we're on the Motivation Academy, and it's perfectly scripted. Final game, final round, every single time. One of these players will advance on to take on Bleed in grand finals. Will it be Apology Boy? Will it be Yosep? We will find out in the next 2 minutes.
Make some room for yourself. Goes for the jump away. Oh, and what a tag, knowing the mushroom was going to interrupt as well. The break is spent. Apology Boy might be the last time we see the resource here.
Oh, we try to jump, but we get caught by that 5L, so Yosep's gonna get the full combo here. You got the Teemo assist in the back pocket as well. I think you get a kill on this Ekko with the right extensions. Yo, this Ekko's gone.
And gets to hold on to all the meter. 2 bars on both characters. Break still fully intact. Apology Boy loses out on the air-to-air here and was trying to go for it again. Not gonna matter. Yosep on the advantage.
Trying to chase him down here. Apology Boy jumping in. The Ekko assist gonna get cleared, and you get caught jumping one more time as Yosep drops the level 3. The losers run to get to grand finals from our Argentinian competitor. We're not gonna see a run back a winners final. It's not an Ekko Illaoi mirror match. There are no Clone Wars anymore. We got brand new footage. We got brand new games coming y'all's way as Yosep defeats Apology Boy 3-2. Final game, final round.
Set in an early night. The type of momentum, I almost said yo-mentum, Jesus. Type of, we'll call that too. The type of yo-mentum we're coming in with, bro. Might be a little different. We could be in for a long night if Yosep can play to their potential. It is grand finals to get us started, but just a little too far off on the assist there. Yosep almost gets the early confirm, but Bleed with the first answer.
Immediately we go into the rewind Oki. Overhead catches Yosep. I feel like Yosep's biggest strength has been their impeccable defense in so many of these situations, and Bleed opening up very early on just with that 3M overhead from Ekko. But Yosep immediately wakes up, gets the tech. The Teemo assist actually able to stop the confirm coming Bleed's way. We're holding. Time Winder there. We're able to jump out, defending against everything, but we get caught. And we nearly get the extension. Another throw tech from Yosep. Okay, things got a little crazy there on the spectator side of things. Trying to set the escape though. Bleed gets caught by the handshake tag.
2H with a roll behind it. Very nice stuff. Bleed continue to advance this lead a little bit at a time. Almost loses out on the footsies, but it's a good block at the last moment.
Jump through. Bleed just trying to get some advantage right here as Yosep gets blown up as we try to shoot him with the darts. Holding on that Fury as well. Not too surprised. I think we'll see it come out as a break in the next round.
Yeah, I was going to say, not much else to say on that one. Quick little open up, quick little finish. Round start going in favor. Oh my God, that forward assist just barely connecting. And obviously having a ton of hits done for Bleed to be able to work with.
Break comes through. The Rekka series will come through as well, just dealing with the projectiles that Yosep was trying to bust out with. And yeah, that was invisible. Same side. I thought we crossed it for sure there, just as Yosep did. Gonna get the extensions here as we have all the tentacles. Limit strike as well. Bleed, spends a bar, pushes the Oki here. Throw comes through as well as Yosep is finally getting picked apart.
Yeah, being able to utilize kind of ridiculous way with these extra tentacles, the extra bits of damage. To level 1 to go for the slams. Bleed looking to put away game 1 potentially here soon. Next hit should do it if Yosep can't equalize. Right off the rip, trying to win those grounded footsies when we can.
I mean, I mentioned too that Yosep has made the run all the way from loser's side. I mean, had to play so many sets to get here. The exhaustion might finally be getting to them as you run into Bleed, who's been sitting and chilling in winner's side of grand finals, able to, queue up for a ranked match, play some casuals, or just sit and vibe, watch the tournament. We've seen him often enough in Twitch chat. So Bleed looking nice and fresh, and Yosep also having to adjust to how Bleed plays this team. Like, yeah, you're going up against the same player, or not the same player, but the same team composition, but in the hands of a very different player.
I definitely agree. I think that's one thing that we talk about a decent amount is like, it's almost a disadvantage sometimes. As Wild Gear coming through with a $10 contribution to that match, Reno. Thank you very much. Appreciate you a ton for helping out. As yo, dude, what a parry and what a finish twice in a row. Says stop swinging. The parries are ridiculous from Yosep right now. What an answer.
Big damage, 2 tentacles in play as well. Not close enough to go for any command throw mix-ups here. That's why you're just seeing them trying to apply it here. Bleed. Blocking all of this as well as Yosep doesn't go for the million overheads. Instead just goes for a low afterwards too, trying to mix things up. Ekko gets caught though, and honestly, you could just keep going, trying to kill the Ekko. You get a limit strike on the assist, so that does end the combo, but you check him as he runs forward with the JS1 Yosep.
That's that tall character tech. You love to see it. Takes a step away and 2H trying to show off the parries on the other side. Unfortunately, mistimes one of them, and in the end, that's going to be the death sentence there. Yosep takes the round here in game 2.
I mean, as quickly as we were just saying, damn, it's going to be hard for Yosep. Answers back dominantly, gets another happy birthday. Illaoi does fall out earlier, so Bleed will hold on to that break. Rolls forward, no catch. Even mistimed the jab. Could have been a bit of a scramble there. Again, the multiple parries, but because you're doing that one, you're actually able to interact with the Illaoi assist, getting that shockwave to stop Yosep. And now, jailing in the air. Doesn't go for it again, lets him fall on the ground and get for the throw. I love how Bleed is mixing up these situations.
Extremely smart there. A lot of other players will try and go for that S2. And once again, from that spacing, why not go for the C's until they show you roll forward, until they show you they want to try and get out. Just keep on letting it roll. If they avoid it, you have time for the 2H every single time.
The pressure now. Bleed just able to retreating guard, create some space, fall into the time winder, so Yosep gonna be holding on to that Fury. The time being, unless we get an ideal hit. Nice block on the fake cross up. But, oh, I think we tried a throw tech right there. Got interrupted. Reset again from Bleed, who wants to make sure that we can kill Yosep on this next touch. Gonna get a full extension into level 1 super from Illaoi. Yeah, next round.
A couple slams that didn't equalize here. Resources even going into the round. Super important for Yosep to take this victory. Bleed game and around is halfway to the win, and now it's looking just a bit closer there. That was a dangerous place to break as parry goes a bit wide there for Bleed.
Oh, and we get sniped as well by that full screen Illaoi S2. Catching Teemo in the middle of his slingshot animation. Bleed doesn't have meter on this Illaoi. Just got himself with the Oki, but we're trying to jump again as the conditioning from Bleed comes through, catching this Teemo, and now it's a 1v2, no Fury for Yosep.
Yeah. That 2H.
Can we talk about this character's 2H?
It's pretty good.
Illaoi's 2H is what y'all say Yasuo's 2H is. I'm just saying.
Quick little attempt to go to rock bottom. Nice little break. Timing is good, as well as the 2H is a bit better.
2M catches. Oh, we whiff the 2H. We catch the Illaoi assist. Oh, we're able to check both that assist and catch Yosep's Illaoi. Looking long for man. Staggered, looking for that potential get-up attack. Have to hold the mix, but alas, the cross-up low is going to land, and Bleed, despite Yosep looking so good at the start of that game, is able to go up, and now we have a 2-0 situation. Can Yosep start making the comeback right now and start stringing more rounds together?
Definitely big questions ahead, as unfortunately there on the whip is not going to get much. Didn't have a tentacle to be able to utilize either, as even after the drop, Bleed definitely aware and was looking for the throw. Yosep checks out, has full control now, at least in the early stage.
Yeah, but it's super scary as we see that Bleed more than capable of clearing out the wall of mushrooms that Yosep puts up with that Ekko forward S1, or even, you know, going with the Illaoi neutral S1. Now we're just trying to find things here. We block with the cross-up, we tech the throw as well. Yosep's defense looking good so far. But again, like, despite the fact that we're winning these neutral situations, they're just like death by 1,000 cuts. You need something more explosive to deal with a player of Bleed's character like this. Happy birthday! Looking for that break bait, but Bleed just gonna give up the Ekko.
I was gonna say, speaking of explosive, there you go. The damage adds up. Bleed has been known to spend that Fury pretty aggressive though, so if we find a clean hit, potentially just gonna let it rip.
2H whiffs. Holding on a break. Yosep doesn't want to invest in that resource unless he absolutely has to. Go for the air throw reset, but Yosep techs forward, evading it.
Oh, and again, every single time we've been able to find that interaction, the first time the mix-up comes through, it has been overhead. Yosep does a good job of mixing it up afterwards, but that initial, that first contact, always the overhead, bro. The pogo too strong.
Okay, but we've seen the situation before. Yosep having a dominant round one just for Bleed to come back and clean house in the second and third round to win the game. And this time it could be for the tournament as well. Duress, Yosep blocking this. Illaoi starting to recover. The C's from Illaoi, brother. That was Ekko on point. Too soon.
Oh, and that little delay, the hezzy, just in case the break was going to come through. Bleed saves it for quite a while. Does end up popping in the end, though.
Beautiful navigation from Yosep as well. We parry the S1. Trying to catch Bleed's Illaoi now, but it is Bleed who will catch, forcing Yosep to break. Yeah, parry that very telegraphed full screen low, but Yosep telegraphing, or rather just able to react and deal with that throw tech. Try to assist, push block. Illaoi gets caught, Bleed jumping 2 bars a meter, and with the camera shift, gets a near invisible overhead off Yosep under duress yet again. She's taking so much chip damage. Jumps the Illaoi throw, Yosep's defense proxy.
Yeah, the jump was absolutely perfection here as we're gonna go for the tentacle slam and cancels it early. The parry bait is ridiculous. Solo Ekko try and keep things afloat here. Does not want to give up the game if they don't have to. Bleed with the full jumping up the round start.
Big counter hit right here as well for Yosep, but I mean, you called it out too. Baiting out that parry by starting up that Illaoi S1 and then tagging to her, rather the back assist, and canceling that out. I mean, literally punishing Bleed for being too good at the video game, and Yosep does get a game on the board against Bleed. This grand finals is still alive.
I was gonna say, the goddess not too happy about what she's been delivered. Yosep on the board, man. It's still a very long climb, but you know, the 7% of bettors in chat that believed, it's got to be a good feeling for them.
Still in this one here. And Yosep starting off getting the first hit, baiting out the get up attack as well. Everything is going Yosep's way so far, but how long can the run last? Bleed will break to keep this Ekko alive. We do get caught by the low. We have tentacles to extend. Bleed could tag, keeps the Ekko in, wants the limit strike, wants to use the rewind Oki. Baits the get up attack, gets the punish. I thought we had a break bait right there, but fortunately for Yosep, not quite able to get that.
Away, takes some shots with the darts, pulls it down. Extra nice here as it's going to be one character out of the way. Tentacle Slam's going to take the kill, and Illaoi's going to have to do it live. She's still in this, but Yosep chooses not to move any of the tentacles. If you hold S1 after that super, you can replace the tentacle to where the super ends, but he just chooses to chill.
Oh, we miss as well on that jump S2. I'm not sure what Yosep was trying to cook up there. Nothing that I'm aware of with Illaoi, and Bleed gonna get the limit strike just to generate a little bit more of that super gauge. Ekko does get sniped out, so Yosep doesn't have to worry about that super assist, and Bleed out of that option for Ekko. So it's just Time Miner assist as well as the strike assist. 2H gonna reach this Teemo. And we side swap as well with that assist. Bleed doesn't want to give this up. Chooses to Fury with Illaoi despite it being the first round of this game. Cancels with the run. Level 3, can it reach? No, it doesn't!
Yeah, much too far. Still okay with the darts. Is going to commit with it one more time. And as Bleed tries to swing, is interrupted immediately. Yosep is halfway to the reset.
I mean, what is it about Yosep? All of a sudden, just all the reads on offense and defense working out for him, getting so many happy birthday confirms and maximizing the damage. I was talking about how earlier on in this set, we weren't really seeing a whole lot of long combos, just little scrappy hits here and there. And now Yosep all of a sudden getting those big hits, getting that big damage, just like right now.
Timing on the retreating guard gets caught out by the low projectile. Shovel into the rolling attack doesn't quite work out the way we needed, and the overhead trade never in your favor while the other character's still on the screen.
Yeah, I think Yosep went for a throw tech right there. We've seen that several times, and now Bleed finally calling that one out. We get another throw reset here even, so the Teemo is dead. It's Fury Illaoi for Yosep. And again, you're saving that resource unless you somehow start making the comeback and you want to just end this game before Bleed wins the whole tournament.
Short and sweet. Opportunity now in the mix. What a block on the quick little reset there. That has been the standout thing about Yosep's gameplay for the most part, despite getting his head cracked on that one. Yosep's defense has been extremely impressive at every single stage of this tournament, dude.
I mean, yeah, Bleed has to run Yosep through the gauntlet of mix-ups, exhausting his mental stack to finally have something as simple as a 3M overhead connect. It's now tournament point for Bleed. Yosep trying to win another game to take us to game 5, and so far it's going Bleed's way.
You saw him coming down with the slingshot there, fully charged up. Opportunity now, but doesn't go for the 2H. Saw the other character on the screen, so didn't want to overcommit, it felt like. Maybe still should have. He could have got the jump cancel.
Possibly so, but I think that Yosep is committing to too many of these throw techs, and Bleed is just saying, I'm not throwing you ever again. I've seen what happens. Oh, the 2H actually able to intercept the JS2. 2H comes through. We're going to try to cancel, just creating some space thanks to this dart super. Yosep trying to take the skies, avoids the time winder. No parry available, take the turn back. After all, Ekko's like -4 in that situation. Handshake tags coming on through. Illaoi does get caught. Another tentacle in play. We seize!
Yeah, I recognize we were just exactly standing on the tentacle there. Tossed out the mushrooms just to be able to slow things down a little bit. And of course on the anti-air, but no, wasn't a counter hit, so wasn't able to get the free fall all the way down. No tentacle either.
Oh, we dodged that 5L jab from Illaoi. The 2H comes back in. We're still able to defend. And the roll, not quite punished. Yosep could have teched that, but still, Bleed had the right idea. Now it comes down to this. Yosep, Teemo at like a quarter of a life. I mean, Bleed just has to touch the little yordle bastard and it's over.
Tries to put hands on him right away, runs up and baits out the throw tech attempt. Short and sweet is the combo, but the Bleed showing off what you need to be able to become the champion. 3 games to 1. Despite Yosep's best efforts, it's W Bleed, baby.